I believe we're live. What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to Conbrosations. That's right, another live react, live watch along with you guys, the bros. I'm one of your hosts, Eddie, along with the inverted gamer himself, Ships. How's it going, bro?
It's going great. How's it going?
It's going good. We've got another day of another bunch of gaming announcements and whatnot. We're hopefully going to see a bunch of really cool stuff. We've got confirmation this
Yep.
time that this is going to be about an hour long. This Summer Game Fest showcase, they're calling it. Hopefully
Like
we
the one
get to see
yesterday
something.
was.
Yeah, we thought yesterday's one was as well. Maybe
Yeah,
that was a miscommunication. We don't know. But
maybe.
they're
Before
naming
we get
this.
too far into this,
Yes.
this live stream is brought to you guys by our amazing patrons over on patreon.com/conversations. And I just wanted to say thank you very much.
Thank you very much. In fact, we should say thank you to our super bros, shouldn't we? Let's
Yeah.
say it anyway. Thank you to our super bros, Saki the one and only, Conrad, Diogo Dildo, Record Friction, Catsper the friendly patron, Dan the man, and Jeremy Renner. That's right, an official Avenger right there.
Avengers sponsored, that's right.
Exactly.
Every time I hear one and only, I just hear that thing from Counter-Strike. I am the one and
One and
only.
only. Do you know what I
A
keep
different one.
thinking
Go on.
every time we read out the super bros? There's six of them, right? They are basically our Avengers. We could actually call them just our Avengers. Let's just thank our Avengers for a moment right here. That's what we got right there. All right, how's it going,
That's a
everybody
pretty
in the
funny
chat?
way to think of it.
I think I'm not saying we should. If you feel like it's a cool thing, I think we should just switch their names to the Avengers.
Maybe.
Just want to say thank you to everybody in the chat here today. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to be here to watch some gaming magic happen with us, your bros, your true gamer bros right here. We've got a ton of people again this time. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for subscribing and all that lot and stuff like that. Yo, Eddie, that shirt is breathtaking. Ah, that's right. I'm wearing the...
So what you did there.
Yeah, you're breathtaking. It's a good t-shirt, right? It's a good t-shirt I got right there. Mario,
Right,
my man,
Ed.
Josh, all that. Yeah, go on.
Predictions. What do you think?
See, this
And
is
boys
the
in
thing.
the chat. In the chat, let me see.
We want to see predictions in the chat, everyone. You should drop those there. I think there's going to be a couple of games. People were suspecting that it was just going to be one game that they announced. I think it's going to be more than that. I think there's going to be some smaller titles in there, some like indie games and stuff like that, which is cool. That's all great as long as they're interesting. Mafia, the trilogy just got revealed. I don't know if it was early or whatnot, but it's just got revealed on Twitter. So I think that's going to make an appearance. They're going to make an appearance for the first time. It's probably going to be something like a remaster. But the thing that I think is actually going to come out, I do think the one thing that we're not seeing, I think it's going to be Call of Duty. I think Call of Duty is going to make an appearance here today.
Okay.
Go on, what do you think? What's your predictions?
Do you know what I would have had prediction? I had a couple of ideas, right?
Yeah.
But because we saw Tony Hawk yesterday,
Yeah.
it could be anything. It's such a wild card. Like
Yeah.
we really have no idea. Batman would be cool. But I don't see them doing it here.
It's a possibility, but I think WB have got a lot more to show off other than just Batman, so I think they'll make their own sort of reveal event or they'll do something. Now, they did say they are going to be doing it within Summer Game Fest. This would be a great thing to start off with, just like Batman, Harry Potter, boom, boom, boom. Would be great. Now, the Summer Game Fest Twitter page did tweet out a GIF. That GIF was of a sunset or a horizon. Could this be Forza Horizon?
Horizon Zero Dusk.
It could be. I don't think it's Horizon Zero Dawn. Everyone was saying, is this Horizon Zero Dawn sequel? I think PlayStation would do that themselves. Forza Horizon, perhaps? That's an Xbox exclusive, but could it be?
Yeah, I mean, Forza is a big name in the racing game.
Yeah.
It's
not interesting to me at all, but yeah.
No, not really. Horizon Zero Noon, Horizon One Dawn, it could be.
Could be.
Okay, look, I know we got a few new guys here. I'm going to come out and tell you guys, I didn't enjoy it.
Dude, do you want to be hated for the rest of time? Is that what you
Yes.
want? Is that what you want?
Yes, but it's okay because unlike a savage like you, I sleep with my door closed. And the
How-
Twitter poll has proved
Guys-
you're the odd one out.
Little side note aside from gaming, how many of you guys sleep with your door closed, your bedroom door closed, or your bedroom door open? Now, this could change because a bunch of people probably live with their parents. I live by myself or with my girlfriend and whatnot, so I'm not afraid. And I'm a man as well. I'm not afraid of people coming into my room at night. I'm not a child like you. Way, Fishy, my bro, how's it going? Max, my man, thank you for coming here.
Yeah, look at that. 100% closed.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Look, every single one. Closed,
Uh-huh.
closed, closed, shut, innit? Closed,
Nah,
door closed,
you
closed,
guys,
closed. You're a dick.
what
You're a
it
knob.
is,
Everybody knows you're a knob.
what it is, these are the Chinese hackers. They're getting into our chat. These are the kinds of people These are the kinds of people that also clap when the airplane lands. That's what these kind of people are right here. You guys are fucking psychopaths.
Yeah. I think they're just Russian bots, isn't it? Just like on Twitter.
Are.
That's it.
They are.
That's it.
I do want to mention one thing as well while we're at the beginning of this for everybody. We are going to be doing a live stream tomorrow, 2 live streams actually tomorrow. One of them at 4 p.m. BST, this time that you're going to be watching this on the Conbrosations channel. Go check that out, youtube.com/Conbrosations. That's going to be our movie club episode with Jurassic Park. That's going to be really fun. And then after that, at 8:30 BST, which is when the State of Play is happening, the Ghost of Tsushima State of Play is going to be live, watched here, watch along with you guys and your bros, you know? So join us for that. Join us for that here.
Saki, how you doing, bro? Other than Cyberpunk, I gotta say, Ghost of Tsushima, man. It's like my number 2 after Cyberpunk. That's the one I really care about.
It really is the one that's like drawing everyone's attention, right? And it's got me hooked. I know it's got you hooked as well. This is really good.
I've seen this a lot. People are asking if we're going to do the IGN event.
So this is the thing. The IGN event thing, that got sprung on us in our Discord server, which you can click a link in the description. Best place to be. IGN apparently doing an announcement. Now, they haven't said what the hell the announcement is, or even if it pertains to the rest of the world, or if it's just IGN. We don't know if this is their own little announcement they're doing. We'll keep an eye on it. Apparently it's going to happen exactly when this showcase starts. I have a feeling that it's going to be one of those IGN first, where they do coverage for a specific game, and I think the game is going to get announced at this service. This is all just pure speculation, but that's what I think.
The other thing is, we got 2 live streams. You know, Movie Club's going to be, about 2 hours. Normally goes about that long. And then Ghost of Tsushima, I mean, the post show is just going to be at least an hour of us saying, that was amazing, you know?
The live stream for IGN, sorry, the announcement for IGN is happening today in 20 minutes.
Okay, so I guess we're not going to make it that one.
Yeah, we can't do that. We'll keep an eye on Twitter to see what the hell it was, but I'm pretty sure it's just coverage of this game and whatnot. Yeah.
Standard.
Mate,
what if that's the big one? What if that's the big one? And
we're stuck over here watching all these tiny games come out, like side scrollers and stuff like that. Jas is saying Superman game, please, bruv. I'm right there with you. WB, you cowards. When are you going to give us that Superman game? When are you going to... I mean, this is totally by accident, by the way, but if you see on the stream, I've got a Superman curl coming down because my hair is so long.
Mate, this Barnet of mine, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The hair is getting out of control. Need to do something about this. We need to end this... Mate, I'm telling you, if you wanted to make some real money, become a barber when the thing, or be a barber when the stuff opens back up. I'm telling you.
Yeah, fucking hell. Open up a barber shop right there. Jas, don't even fucking lie to me. Jas is in the comment section. Like, Eddie, Superman game is confirmed. Shut your goddamn mouth. They will never do that. They're just fucking dicking with us.
Mate. He's just, I know you know it's a joke, but I bet that got your hopes up just for a split second, for like a nanosecond. You're like,
it did, even for a second. I'm just gonna pop out and get a drink very quickly. I forgot to bring it up with me. Make noises and talk gamer talk while I'm gone, okay?
Florentine Noble, I cut my own hair, mate. This is one of those things, you know, when you try to do something in the mirror. Like if you tried to cut one hair or something in the mirror and like you tried to move the scissors, you always move them the opposite way to the way you think you're doing it in the mirror. I'd never be able to cut my own hair. I mean, maybe if it was like a buzz cut all over, like maybe that's different. How many gamers cut their own hair? Talk gamer talk. It's time for gaming. Ships, now is your chance to chat shit about Eddie. I don't need to chat shit about Eddie. He's his own walking advert for this shit. You know, he's the guy that sleeps with his door open. How much more can I add to that? What a knob. All right, lads, I'm gonna go grab some food. Oh, boys, yeah, now's the time to grab your beer, your food, your snacks. You know, whatever you're doing. Can't trust myself to cut my own hair. Yeah, me neither, Max. I'm not down for that.
I am back. All right. What
I
did I
am
miss?
here. My hair is too long. It's so long I'm tempted to cut it myself. Just go buzz cut. Yeah, buzz cut it, mate. Ed, go full bald. Just everything off.
Do you know what buzz cut is? I've had it done once, and it is liberating as fuck. You just wash your face and then you just pull that water over your head as well. It's so fucking convenient.
And that first time where you over your head, you know?
Oh, but you do look like a knob. You do look like the end of a bell. You genuinely do.
Yeah, you really do. Fishy, Ethan's a sick man. Desperados and milk.
The perfect combination. I mean, you know?
So grim.
Fishy, man. How's it going, my bro? What are you expecting to be shown here? Let's get some advice from a professional right here. I mean, he's a professional because he's got a tick next to his name. Of course he's a pro.
I think this channel needs to be sponsored by Desperado. Yeah, that or Fleshlight.
Either one of those. And to be fair, they both go hand in hand. Get it? Fleshlight, hand. Because you use your hand. And then you like jerk it.
Explain it more. Explain more. It gets funny.
You jerk it, and you can add a little bit of twist in as well if you like. But
that's right. That's right.
Jerk like that.
Ollie, how you doing? I'm expecting 1 hour of a game nobody cares about. I think you're probably right.
Wait, Ollie, my man. Thank you, man. Thank you for being here.
I will say yesterday's thing, even though it was a game that at least we all thought nobody would care about, turns out I was actually really hyped about it. And the 20-minute presentation was really good. It was like high energy. They were talking, passionately about it. They dropped all the things I was listening for, like when we speak to fans, that exact quote. Yeah. It's a good one. Yeah. Yep.
What's it saying here? Someone was saying something just a second ago. Oh yeah, Malar said buzz cut plus chin beard equals maximum sex appeal. All right.
There you
go. Oh boy, that chin beard. I'll never live that down. Everyone brings it up. I can't go into the 4 Pillars Discord, by the way, without people posting pictures of me in that KFC hat and stuff like that.
Amazing.
I literally can't walk it. I'm like, hey everyone, how's it going? And KFC hat.
So boys, you heard it here. Join the Discord in the link below if you haven't. And then we can keep Ed out of the Discord by just posting that. It's great. Problem solved.
We got 15 minutes to go, as D, our brother, said. We're going to be showing it on screen, guys, for anyone that's new around here. We're going to watch it along with you guys. Yeah, it'll be cool. If you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe. If you want to hit the like button as well, get our likes up like yesterday. That was fantastic what you guys did. We got to like 66 likes, something like that. Fucking fantastic. And yeah, we'll see you soon. We'll see you. See what's happening.
What do you mean we'll see them soon? They're right here.
We'll see them soon.
We're back. We're so used to the videos, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is, the ending of our videos. Yeah, it is just Toby spamming that mainly, but I feel like it's spread. I feel like other people... If Toby hadn't put it, I feel like someone else would.
The 4 Pillars, there's a lot of... I don't know, there's many different levels, and depending on where you come in and what level they're at that time, it's a very different place.
Yeah.
Very different place.
Tell me, what was your dream? You said that maybe it would be Batman, right? You said maybe it would be Batman. That was your prediction.
I mean, me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why did I ask? Who else are you speaking to?
No, the other guy over there.
It might be Batman. It might be Batman. Again, like controversially, I don't care. I don't care about the Batman announcement. I know I'm getting it.
I was going to say, you don't care about the announcement. You care about the game, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. But to the point where I already know it's already sold, So
is there anything that you would like to see from what would you like to see on screen that would go, this game is gonna be fantastic if it was a Batman game?
Ooh. I don't know, man. Just like something I would like to see. I always felt that all the Arkham games feel like, even as they got bigger, and more a little bit more open,
Yeah.
I just have the feeling that they're on rails. Like you're kind of
Mm.
set on. Once you pick a mission, it's kind of you're doing that mission. There's no real leeway, and I'd
Mm.
like to see it as a game where I could put 50 hours in and never do the first story mission.
I get you. I get you. Because if you think of games like, for example, like Assassin's Creed or Witcher, even something like that, you can get
Hmm.
lost in side quests. You can get lost in random conversations. With Batman, it's very much okay. You can stop a mugging round the corner, but there's not really much consequence to that.
Yeah.
It's just you stop a mugging on your way to your mission. Do you know what I
Yep.
want to see that would make me just hype? Because this is what I love to
Superman.
see. Yeah, Superman just comes by and saves the actual day. Doesn't go killing people by throwing them off of 15-story buildings.
That's how they do it. They can't get a Superman game made, so they just insert him as the real hero in the Batman game.
It's like the Hulk, isn't it? They can't make good Hulk movies, so they just put him in Thor, and they were like, "There you go, there you go."
At least it works.
It works. What I would get hyped for, and this doesn't mean the game is good or anything like that. I just want a suit up sequence, like a sequence where he's putting on the suit,
Yeah.
putting on the cowl, putting on those gauntlets right there, and then just throws a batarang. I'd be like, "That's it. I'm sold. I'm sold,
Okay.
lads."
It's funny you mentioned the suit up sequences, because I actually would like to see multiple. Because
Oh,
I would like to see something where Bruce Wayne goes to the top of a skyscraper and calls in the Bat Jet and changes, and has a change scene.
mm-hmm.
Like we saw that at the end of when was it? What was the movie where Spider-Man changes for the first time after Tony's death? It's Homecoming, right?
Yes, I
In
think it
the
was
jet,
Homecoming. Yeah,
like something along those lines, where like the suit's in the jet,
I see.
or like uh, something in Wayne Enterprises, like a hidden lift where he changes in that, something in the Batcave, because he can't always go home
No,
to.
no, we can't.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so I would like to see them address that. I know it sounds so stupid, but that's what I
No, I
want.
feel you. I feel you. Just want to say hi. Katie's been in here for a while. What's happening, Katie? Biggest Dickus. He goes.
I
He
love
wants to
that name.
see. He goes. He wants to see a Skull and Bones with a campaign being introduced. I'd come. Skull and Bones. That's a Ubisoft game.
Hmm.
I described it as essentially. Oh, thank you for subscribing. It's filthy. um, I described it as essentially Black Flag, the ship combat part of it, which is fucking great. I love the look of that. That looks really, really cool. And yes, Katie, I'm wearing a Keanu Reeves t-shirt.
Keanu Reeves in Cyberpunk 2077, voiced by Troy Baker.
Troy Baker, obviously. Yes, yes.
Knack baby. So he
Oh,
wants
Knack
Knack.
3. Knack 3, lads.
Did anyone play Knack 2?
I played Knack 2. It was
Was it
awful.
any good? Okay, because Knack 1 wasn't exactly great, which is really irritating because it looked a lot like a Ratchet and Clank style game, and I really like Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
That's a great franchise, one of the best franchises. It's for whatever you would call that style of game. It's like easily the top 3.
Yeah.
And I was hoping Knack was going to be that, and it looked cool because when the PS4 came out, and it's like, oh, look at all the different moving bits to Knack, and
Yeah.
now it was just crap.
It was barely anything. Like, don't get me wrong. It's cool to see like what the PlayStation could do with all those bits, like you said, and it's a game that's at launch, so it's not. No one's expecting it to be the best thing in the world.
No.
But it needed a little bit more than what it was. It was just like, okay, all right. Well, let's see what's happening next.
It was a tech demo that they slapped some skins on and were like, yeah, just see if people will take it.
Yeah. I love how Zahir's like, I will not take this slander. It doesn't surprise me, Zahir, that you would like Knack.
Right? He's our bad take, bro. If Gerg's not here, it's Zahir. Adam Sandling, I want another Skyrim port. Yeah, because Skyrim doesn't have enough ports.
We've heard you
Doesn't
loud
have
and
enough
clear.
mods.
We've
Yeah.
heard you loud and clear, lads. We're bringing Skyrim to the Stream Deck. That's what we're doing
To
again.
the Ouya.
To the Ouya. To the Casio calculator.
I think it was Fishy. He was streaming it a while ago, and he was saying there's 2 ways to play it. You play it once, bare bones as it is,
Yeah.
and then any other time you mod it to the point that your computer won't run. Take 1 down, and that's how you play the game.
Yes.
I'm like, all right, fair dues, fair dues.
Skyrim on the Apple Watch. That's right, D. That's right.
Actually, do you know what? It just occurred to me. Mass Effect. Let's see some of the Mass Effect remaster because I was saying to you, if you're gonna play it, you play two because one sucks because the UI is just garbage,
Yep.
and three has almost a Game of Thrones level of unsatisfactory ending,
Right.
but two's about the perfect game. Um, so I'd like to see one with a good UI and new graphics. Yeah, that's going to be a great game, and two's amazing. So
That
give me
remaster that's
Elden
been
Ring.
rumored, that's probably right up your alley then, isn't it?
Yeah, buddy.
Um,
Hell's yeah.
Thank you everybody as always for being here, for joining us in this chat, for joining us for this stream. If you guys would be so kind as to like the stream, it really helps us out, really helps push this
Yep.
stream to more and more people so we can get more bros and hopefully grow and become huge and successful YouTubers that can buy houses in LA and stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
And
Ah,
while you're
frick LA. I would never live there. You go there for E3. You live somewhere good.
exactly, LA is full
Um,
of some arseholes. Also, check the description. Our OnlyFans down there, or as we call it, Bronly fans. You guys
the
want to check
Burnley
that out?
fans. That's it.
It's
That's it.
awesome stuff.
Marathon says, "Give me Elden Ring and Batman. I'll die happy." Thomas,
Oh dear
I'm
God,
not gonna.
I did.
Thomas Van.
I
What?
I did say as always, didn't I? Oh
You
dear
did.
Jesus, no.
Again, I was like, be professional. He's fricked up. Don't
Oh no.
shame him in front of everybody. Thomas, I'm gonna nail this name. Thomas Van Tendeloo. Fucked it so bad.
I'm not even gonna try.
It's confirmed. Yeah, it's confirmed to not be Batman or Elden Ring. I mean, again, look, if it's Mass Effect, that's what I'm really interested in.
Yep.
Let's see. Hamid, he knows Mass Effect 2 is easily the best one. 1 million subs when? Yeah, in before 1 mil.
Hey, that's right.
Eagle. Oh, frick you. I just read the message and then realized what he was looking at. Frick this guy. Frick this guy.
We've got 6 minutes, guys, until we get this stream started. As always, we'll try and be quiet over the most important parts. We'll judge it for ourselves and whatnot.
Yeah.
Feel free to comment in the chat, and we'll grab this stuff and we'll talk about it afterwards. Should be quite fun. Should be quite fun, bro.
Yeah, it should be good. We'll probably talk if it suits just waffling.
Yeah.
We'll probably talk over that. Because well, they're just crap. But when we're actually seeing the game, we'll try and be quiet.
Yeah.
Mass Effect 3 ending was nowhere near as bad as game. I mean, that's true, but it's super disappointing. Is all I'm saying. Sheps is greater than Tyler, obviously. Thanks for stating the obvious.
He's saying Igor's saying Eddie no, but I think he means you.
I hate this guy. Freaking Igor, man.
I love it. It's such an inside joke as well, and he doesn't explain it to anybody. I love it.
No.
It's like, just stay quiet, just let everyone. And people are like, hold on a minute, what's going on? Why are you complaining about Eddie? It's Sheps that said that, or vice versa.
I know. It's so irritating. D likes most of Game of Thrones season 8. Okay.
Who liked
shadow ban him? D liked most of Game of Thrones season 8. So how do we shadow ban people on the Discord?
1 second. I think it's just over here. Let me just hit that. Exclamation mark shadow ban at D. Lovely, done. All right, he's gone. He will talk, but he won't even be heard. He's shouting into a void.
Mr. Moody.
Yes, it is Moody. How's it going?
How you doing, bro?
Welcome to the stream, bro.
Oh, look who it be. Mario 5380.
He says he hates the ending. D says he hates the ending of season 8, but it's too late. You've been shadow banned. You gave an incorrect opinion, and we are a dictatorship here. We struck down with Thor's hammer.
We're the dicks, and you're the taters.
Oh man. See, look, Dylan. He's saying he wants to start Game of Thrones. It's tough because it's good, but
it's so good early on.
You're gonna be left with a hard on at the end.
It is blue ball, isn't it? Like the first few seasons are so good, and then I think it's season 5 or 6 where it just drags and drags for no real reason. And then by the time you're at like season 6 or 7, you realize that there are no more characters that can possibly die for this story to continue. so you know what season 8 is going to kind of look like, but you don't, because I honestly don't think I could have made that show worse if I was trying. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you couldn't have made it bad on purpose. You would have accidentally. Do you know what I mean? You would have accidentally got some. Yeah, you couldn't generate something that bad. It's like when you see something super stupid, like Florida Man. No one could make up those stories. That's how you know they're real. Because no one's that creative.
Hookie says, Sheps, where can I apply to replace Eddie? I sleep with the door closed because I'm a psychopath like you. That's...
You got the job.
There you go. He's a psychopath like you, apparently. That's exactly what he said, by the way. I didn't add anything on the end right there, just so you know. But yeah, that's interesting what he said there. It's almost like he had conflicting comments there. It was pretty weird. All right, guys, we're about 3 minutes out from this stream starting. Should be quite nice. Hopefully, this could be quite cool. Just before we go live as well with the actual stream, I want you guys to tell me what the audio sounds like, whether it's mixed nicely. At any point, feel free to tell me to lower our volume, up the volume of the stream, whichever one you like.
Igor, I think someone said it's confirmed not to be Batman. Just so you know, or Elden Ring.
Do you know the game yesterday, the Tony Hawk one? People were suspecting that was going to be Batman, and Jeff Keighley came out and said, it's not Batman, guys, don't worry. So today's one could be Batman. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, kind of.
Yeah.
That's not like that's thin. I mean, my middle name is thin, but that's thin.
It's like, so he said yesterday it couldn't be Batman. So any other of the 364 days in the year, we're game lads.
It's the new Doom game, boys. Right, what's everybody want to see? Let's see it in the chat.
Let us know in the chat, guys.
Yeah. I know there's some Elden Rings and some Batmans. Mario still wants Skate 4. Skate
still
4
waiting on
New
that
Horizon.
I don't think Horizon. I think you need to put that one to bed. I don't think that's gonna be be possible, man. All right, let's do this.
I'd like to see Horizon Zero Dawn 2 or Horizon 1 Dawn or whatever, but have it where there's actually some character in Aloy and some story. That would be great. Fortnite remastered. That's right.
Fortnite does need a remaster. It's been a while. It's
true. PUBG update, the #1 most wanted game. I want something new from DC, just not Batman.
Have you got the link, by the way, to the stream?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it, yeah. Cool.
Green Lantern game. By the way, if anybody's watching the stream not on our stream, you 100% the first thing you do is close that chat.
Yes, you do not want to see any spoilers for anything. People are
Plus,
just
it's
terrible.
Super toxic. It's just super toxic a lot of the times.
Yes.
FIFA 21, the most acclaimed, most awaited game. FIFA 21 and the next Madden,
That's what we need, bro. That's what the gamers are calling for.
Mate,
they've got a finger on the pulse.
Right, you know that. Igor's joking, but I'd be hype if Batman was in the new Skate 4. Like, hells yeah, I'm going to play that.
Could you imagine that? Just the cloth physics alone would be really cool, just like trailing behind him.
It'd be sick. You'd need like a 21-foot cape. You'd want like the ridiculous...
Exactly. All right, guys, we're in the 10 seconds left now. Hopefully this is going to be cool. As always, we won't talk. Oh, sorry, I said as always again. Fucking up.
Why?
Like usual, we won't be talking over most of it. Just when the suits are talking and shit like that. Let's get gaming.
Legend.
Here we go.
Hello, Brian.
Don't forget to like the stream, guys.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Epic Games. Unreal Engine.
Bro, you're way
Hello,
behind.
I'm Brian Karras,
Am I?
technical director of Gravity
Yeah,
here at Epic Games.
I'm listening to these dudes.
Art director of the special project.
A few
We'll
years
refresh
ago,
the stream. Hold on.
Oh, golly.
Oh, there's a fucking ad.
No,
Sorry about this, gents. There we go.
Beautiful bounce lighting, instant.
Back on it.
Let's see.
I don't have to be constrained to do a game where the world has to be static. And I'm able to...
They're just talking about
And we
geometry
call this new
and
system
polygon
Lumen.
counts. There's
We're
nothing
about to show
really.
you what it is capable of.
But it is from
But
Epic
first,
Games,
there was
so
another area
Fortnite
that we
2
thought we could push
confirmed.
forward.
I think it's going to be
Good
Fortnite.
enough.
Virtualized geometry. The artist wouldn't have to be concerned over polycounts,
good enough for us.
draw calls, or memory. Could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
And that's a big deal for artists. I just want to be able to import
Art that
massive...
Art that just works.
Dungeons and Dragons.
We call this new technology Nanite.
Ooh.
Here is the future of
This
Unreal
looks
Engine
really good.
running
A new
live on
technology.
PlayStation 5.
Awesome. Let's take a look at it.
This has to be the right way.
All right. Good. So this is just a tech demo then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Are you seeing the gameplay?
I'm seeing the gameplay now. She's just got it. She's running in this thing. She had a bit of an earthquake.
Mate, it looks so good.
Damn.
Before we
And they said
continue,
this is
let's
running
stop a
live on a
moment and take
PS5.
look at some of the
Ooh.
key features of this demo. Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets.
Look at that.
But instead
They
of
didn't even
using the
tell us
game
it was a
versions,
gameplay reveal.
We used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film.
Did you say a
There are
billion
around 1 million
triangles?
each.
I think
And
so.
thanks to virtual texturing, they all use
No, it
8K
must have been a million.
textures
Must
as
have been
well.
a million.
Nanite can render an insane number of triangles very quickly. There are over 1 billion triangles
Whoa.
of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around
So this is their
20
Unreal
million
Engine
drawn
nanite
triangles.
stuff.
Yeah,
So
new technology in Unreal Engine
What
5,
does that
yeah.
many triangles look like?
we were saying
Oh!
something from
Noise.
last.
These are the triangles, each a different color. Most are
Jesus
so small
Christ.
that they look like noise.
What?
Nanite achieves
The amount of
detail down
the
to
different
pixel,
colors of the
which
triangles,
means
like he just
triangles
flipped it
are
just
often
then.
the size of
Oh,
prisms.
right.
This amount of geometric detail
Like we were
requires
saying
shadows
last
to be
gen,
pixel accurate
something
as
we
well,
really
and
appreciated
Nanite can do that too.
was
Speaking of lighting, all of the lighting in this demo is
when they did the
completely
drop
dynamic,
test of all those
with
balls,
the
so
power
you
of
could see
Lumen
like the
and
hardware
Yes.
running multiple
multi-bounce
objects,
global illumination.
and it's
No
not
light
super
maps,
consumer
no
friendly to
baking
view,
here.
but like I don't know,
Without
for
GI,
us
all of that
helps us.
beautiful
Man,
lighting
this
is
looks
gone.
so good.
With
Yeah.
Lumen
I have
no
enabled,
idea what the
we can
game is,
move
by the
light
way.
And the bounce changes instantly.
Look at that. They're changing the light dynamically and it's reacting
Okay, let's keep
immediately.
going.
Oh,
Yeah, you're like 30 seconds behind mine.
okay. If you want, delay yours slightly just by about 30 seconds, however long you think it is, and then we'll
We've made some
Yeah.
great
We can match
additions
up.
to our audio
Tell me
system
when
as
they
well.
get to when she jumps
Convolution
across
She's
the
research
just
thing.
jumped
allows us
now.
to measure reverberation
Cool.
characteristics of real spaces, like actual caves
Actual
that we sample,
caves.
and
Oh,
reproduce
yeah, that's
them
right.
in virtual
Perfect. We're perfect
spaces.
sync.
Sound field rendering allows us to
Wow, this
record
is
and
so
playback
cool.
It looks
spatialized audio.
so good. This is what I want to see from next gen. Look at this.
Isn't it? And all of those bits, all of those rocks.
All of this adds up to a more
Yeah,
immersive
look at this.
experience.
Look at this is crazy. But how many frames per second is it running in? Oh,
Let's controversial.
oh god.
That's really good. And this is just a tech demo. This isn't like a game or anything like
This
that.
swarm of bats was created with our
bet.
Niagara effects system.
This
Particles in Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never
What?
before.
Oh, that's interesting.
how are they doing that?
Yeah, this is insane technology. Wow.
We've also added a ton of new functionality to run fluid simulations like you see in the water below.
That's pretty crisp.
Yeah, that's
I
some
will
water
say,
right there.
it doesn't surprise me that the company that owns the $200 million a month game
Yeah.
is coming out with this stuff. But, okay.
This is where the Fortnite money went, okay? Thank
Right.
you, people who play
Rockstar who?
Fortnite.
Demo
Yeah,
runs on our
Rockstar?
chaos physics system. Here we are using it
This
to
has to be a
accurately
game they're
simulate the
making.
rigid bodies
Oof,
of the falling rocks
maybe.
and the cloth of her scarf.
Look how crisp that is.
Yeah, shit, look at the cloth animations on that. Like, it's not clipping in her or anything.
Nope.
It's perfect on there.
There's no artifacting.
That's
It's
hot. That is
it's
hot.
really good. And oh, look at yeah, mate. It's all fully shaded as well. Like it doesn't run through just like
Now
scenes
that
of
the
like
environment is so
pre-rendered
complex,
Yeah.
we
folds.
greatly improve our animation.
It's actually
systems.
dynamic and actually real.
We've added predictive foot placement
rendering.
and
Crazy.
motion warping, which dynamically modifies IK and body position to look more natural. For the character to more realistically interact with the environment, we've added
Mate,
the
imagine what
ability
this
to trigger
PS5
seamless
sounds like.
contextual animation.
Mate, this looks like a cutscene.
So
Dynamic
good.
GI is amazing, not just for speeding up iteration, but also for its impact on gameplay.
Ooh.
Any light source can move while still having beautiful bounce lighting.
Yeah, lighting's a major thing.
Look at the reflection on the statue just by the
I was
side.
gonna
Like,
say
that's global illumination. That's
You can
beautiful.
even see
Oh
the
my
Niagara
god.
Falls
Really
bugs
good.
reacting to the light.
this has ray tracing, doesn't it? The PS5.
Yeah, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Lumen
Yeah, yeah.
not only reacts to moving light sources, but also changes in geometry.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
That's so nice.
oh, the jizz.
What is that?
Remember we mentioned high poly assets? This statue was imported directly from ZBrush and is more than 33 million triangles.
Oh.
No baking of normal maps,
Dude.
no authored LODs.
Guys,
Yes,
in
those
the chat, I
LEDs.
know we're probably like sounding way too hype over lighting,
We can
but
do
it's
more
kind of
than a single
major.
statue.
It's the
There are
thing that's
nearly
going to be in all of our
500
games.
of
We're,
that
we're
exact
oh
statue
god.
There will
at the
be
same
light. Yeah.
detail level placed in this room for a total of over 16 billion
He
triangles.
did say billion,
He
didn't
said
he?
billion
He
just
said
there.
16 billion
Oh.
triangles just for the statues.
Over this entire demo, there are hundreds of billions of triangles.
Crazy.
Ozzy, my man, how's it going? Yeah, this isn't a game. This is just a tech demo.
This has to be a game, boys. Come on.
That's the thing. They put so much effort into this.
Look
Could
at
you
it.
imagine?
It's like the next Uncharted, but
Ooh.
with a huge upgrade. Oh man, look at that.
So with
Gorgeous.
Nanite, you have limitless geometry, and with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination, all running on a PlayStation 5.
This
Oh,
looks amazing.
one thing I want to point out here: why did they choose the PlayStation 5? Good
That
question,
is a
right?
good question.
We will see soon. Look at
Also,
that.
I'm starting to change my mind about the FPS versus resolution thing now.
Wow,
For a game
look
like
at
this,
that.
I'll take the 30 to 60 FPS for 4K.
Fair point. Fair point. Sweetheart, you want to get out of there?
There's not much time left.
And this doesn't need to be constrained to small rooms. It can stretch all the way to the horizon.
Oh, here we go.
There's no way that's all.
The portal is
Oh
open.
my god. I think this
can't
is
be
going to be a
true.
game.
It's got to be.
I think it is. Did she just do Leap of Faith Assassin's Creed style? She's flying!
Oh, that's sick. I want to play it, whatever it is.
Look how quickly it's loading as well. Like, this is all being done. There's rocks falling.
Yeah, they said this is in engine, right? Like in game.
It said running on a PS5. We don't know so far, but my,
That's true.
it just rendered all of that all the way from the back there in that
That's pretty
stunning level. Oh my god!
And also, if you noticed how far out to the sides it rendered,
Exactly.
it wasn't like the tunnel that they normally do.
It's time to see what's
Right.
next.
And there's a Stargate.
Yeah. Fucking
Alright,
hell.
Epic, yeah, well done.
What a good start. Unreal. You guys are doing bits.
Yeah.
Jesus.
absolutely.
You guys are
Damn,
doing
that
the
looked great.
work. The
That
render
looked
distance was huge. That was the name of the Unreal Engine 5. Okay. It rendered it from all the way back where she started, and she just immediately zipped down all the way to the portal.
Yeah.
Coming 2021. Okay, that's the engine. I thought it was going to be the
There
game.
you go. The
Surely there's a
Unreal
game in there
Engine
somewhere.
5 is
It's got
real,
to be.
and that was the first real-time footage of something running on the PlayStation 5.
Something.
As well, such a amazing day, I think, for gamers to get a glimpse at.
Yeah,
where
look how
games are
it's
going
rendering all
next.
the way out
And
to the
now
side.
It's my
We're not
honor to be joined
tightening the camera
by,
for this.
three guys
Yeah.
from Epic to talk a
Like,
little
look
bit
at the
about
parade.
today's announcement. Of course, we've got Tim Sweeney, Kim LeBerry, and Nick Penwarden. Guys, thanks for joining me here virtually. This is a really big and exciting day at Marriott Marina Del Rey, and I was looking back last night at like the old Next Generation magazine cover with like, can you believe this is what a PC screenshot of the original Unreal Engine? How
Unreal
far
Engine
we've
is
come. Tell me, I
old.
mean, this is a big moment for Epic, but what does this mean to sort of the company right now to be able to, debut the first PlayStation 5 footage, but also, introduce, a new numbered version of Unreal?
Well, this really is a generational leap or more in technological capabilities.
That was fantastic, man.
The
really was.
The hardware that Sony is launching is absolutely phenomenal. Not only
I
an
wanna know how much
unprecedented
this guy
amount of
makes.
graphics power, but
He's one
also
rich man,
Epic
right?
Games,
a completely new storage
net worth.
architecture that blows
He's
past
4.5
architectures out of
billion.
the water
Look at
and
that
far ahead
office.
of even the state of the art and the highest
He's
end
got that
PCs
plasma
you can
ball
buy.
behind him. Cool
Yeah.
dude.
With
Dude's
Unreal
a
Engine 5, we set out
billionaire.
to build a new generation of technology that empowers creators to create photorealistic scenes that are indistinguishable from reality, and to do so with a very high degree of productivity. Right? I mean, there are two problems in game development. Right? One is the features needed to achieve complete realism. But the other big problem is just the cost and time it takes for an artist to create a major new piece of content for a next generation game. And so Unreal Engine 5 attacks both of those problems. We have the nanite system for virtual geometry, enabling sub-pixel geometry,
many
which is
That's a lot of triangles.
imperceptibly different from the full high-quality assets, so the movie quality assets that were originally
Big bang on movie
scanned.
quality.
Also, the Lumen, the
Render
real-time
as well.
global
Strohut
illumination
does make a
system,
good point. That was
not
a
only
tech
to bring
demo, so,
unprecedented quality and lighting
temper your
to the
expectations a
environment,
little
but also
bit.
to free artists
But
from having to worry about
They
the
just
details
chucked together
of
this
lighting
scene
their
and it showed
levels,
at least the power of the console.
make all these trade-offs in
used
static
NAC
lighting versus
as the
dynamic
last
lighting. And so
demo
we're really
Yeah.
trying
for
to
the
empower
PS4.
developers here,
Like, pull that up
to
and see what that looks
enable
like compared
developers to
to
create
this.
a new generation of
For anybody that's
experiences
curious.
that are both unbelievably realistic, but also economical and practical for them to create without having to have.
I love the way he refers to doing all of
team.
this as economical.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at that footage,
He's speaking to the gamers. He knows exactly what his audience is.
The level of detail is absolutely stunning. Kim, maybe you could break down a little bit of
Those are
this,
sexy triangles. That's right, Adam.
Visually, what's happening that makes it look so incredible? Because I know you've got a couple of new systems that you're really proud of. And maybe talk about Nanite and what that is and how it works and how it's going to kind of shape games moving forward.
Okay, so Nanite is a new geometry system for Unreal Engine that lets us get down to almost sub-pixel levels of detail on the screen. You know, it's possible because we have a new generation of hardware that really allows us to put loads and loads of triangles at the screen. And we thought that we'd come up with a new technique that allowed
Pythagoras
us to
would be proud. He would be.
create content in a similar way to the way that they do on movies today. So in fact, when you look at that demo, all them assets, Nana is basically ingesting all the movie quality assets from Quixel to make that scene. And the artist doesn't even have to think about it. They can move rocks and mountains and
that's pretty cool. Using movie quality assets. We're going to get Avengers Endgame in our games now.
Lumen, the global illumination system that Tim mentioned, that just produces incredibly realistic and accurate bounce lighting. So wherever you place a light in the scene, its effect on the whole world is seen instantly by just moving things around. It's amazing.
Yeah, when I saw that demo, I was just so blown away by the visual fidelity.
I'm blown away by that
also,
cloth physics of her rag thing around her neck.
It
doesn't clip, it doesn't move, it doesn't artifact like you said as well.
So
it's
much
so
detail,
cool.
Especially that sequence where she's flying.
I think the lighting, you know, when she gets into the room with all those
has talked a lot about
statues.
PlayStation 5 and the incredible bandwidth it's going to have to move data from the SSD right onto screen. Nick, can you maybe talk a bit about how that's manifesting itself in this demo? I assume some of those improvements in PS5 are enabling types of things that just weren't possible in previous generations.
Yeah, so Nanite enabled the artist to build a scene with geometric complexity that would have been impossible before. There are tens of billions of triangles in that scene, and we simply couldn't have them all in memory at once. And so what we end up needing to do is streaming in triangles as the camera is moving throughout the environment.
Yeah, this is what
and the
Mark
IO
Cerny was talking about.
Of PlayStation 5 are one of the key hardware features that enable us to achieve that level of realism.
They're specifically talking about the PS5 here. I hope you guys notice.
The global illumination. I think people have heard that concept before.
Yeah, Super Bleachers, but I think.
But now really manifesting sort of in real time in that environment.
Also,
with, the
we
flashlight
mentioned
or some
that
of
they
the other
kind of spoke
lighting
about
scenes.
it, how far
Can you
out
guys
they
maybe break
rendered,
down sort of from the
because
gamer
of the way it can
perspective, like
access
how
the
games are going to change
SSD.
because of the full global illumination?
Well, first of all, this enables a much wider variety of games to have very realistic.
PS5 will be triangular. Confirmed.
Everything from from
the SSD
large-scale
is going to
open
change
world
the
types
game
of
of PlayStation games.
with day-night cycles, being seamless transitions from indoor to outdoor. It's it makes lighting one of the things that the developers don't have to worry about, and it's a freeing
My guy's
technology.
just got a desk with like stuff written on the side.
He's worth $4.5 billion.
There's a large
just a
problem
plasma ball, $4.5 billion.
Right, $4.5 billion, and he can't afford to get those notes digitized.
Right. Or hire an assistant to sort out.
Taking advantage of Lumen and taking advantage of Nanite.
Also, look at that cable management.
One of the
Some shade.
elements of every new generation transition
on the guy that
is
just
new
deeply
hardware
impressed us.
capabilities.
Mate, fuck
with
this
an
guy.
order of
He
magnitude
ain't known.
over previous generations enable entirely new types of games to develop. The battle
One of the things
royale
I really
genre
want to
didn't
see as a
even
tech
take off,
demo is I
until
want to see the
current generation,
rendering the game in as you look.
where you finally had
I'd
enough
love to see
computing
a
and
bird's eye
graphics
view of
power
that.
to
So like
enable
zoom out so
100-player
you can
game,
see what the camera does,
with
innit?
very, very high fidelity encounters.
Really bad.
And this new generation of technology that we're building with Unreal Engine 5 and that Sony's empowering with PlayStation 5 will enable entirely new types of game experiences.
It's a marriage made in heaven. 5 and 5.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk over the past couple of weeks about the next generation and kind of will the leap be as great as previous generations? What are the types of things we're going to see? I think this demo, at least to me, is the first kind of real-time example of something that really grabs me. And I just want to confirm, like, what we're seeing there, that's all, like, you can actually play that with a controller? Like that's not kind of frame dumped or anything. That's actually playable.
So that's gameplay.
It's a fully playable
of a fake
demo,
game, but
and,
gameplay.
we plugged in a
Yeah, I
recorder
thought
to the
I
back
heard
of the
them say
PlayStation 5
it was
dev
in.
kit and recorded the signal that came out over HDMI. So it's a totally
There you
live
go.
demo.
So guys,
It's replayable,
who was
and,
it saying before?
it's a
Who
little
was
bit
like, "This is
different.
just a
Strohat.
tech demo. Games won't look like this."
Strohat, yeah.
No, 'cause I mean,
This was a
that
game.
flight sequence, everything, that's what's
It's
so
not a
exciting
real
is,
game
like,
that you're
this
gonna
is,
buy, but it's a game.
Footage.
I bet it is.
So
That's
I
the
bet
thing.
it
It
is.
seems like they put
People
bare
say,
effort into
what
it, right?
is the leap of this generation
God.
going to be to sort of previous generations from like PlayStation 3 to 4 and whatnot? Is it any different
Yeah,
this
this
time?
jump's
Is it
like
going to be
5
greater,
times
less,
greater,
or we
I
don't
think.
know yet?
I think the sense of immersion, one of the great things about playing games is you can transport it to places that you could never go in the normal world. This level of lighting and detail really gets you to a point where you're feeling like you're inside a
Immersion's the
movie
big
set,
thing,
where
innit?
it's like things are so realistic, and it's just gonna
Yeah.
aid the storytelling. I think that the sense of immersion, the feeling a player gets from actually visiting a space will be much deeper than you've ever seen before.
Yeah, I think the immersion's
And
gonna
the
be
ability
huge.
of the hardware and
I'm
the
looking
engine to
forward to
stream
it.
in massive amounts of
It's like a
content
good
as you're
movie
going through a
soundtrack.
huge environment.
Like you probably shouldn't even
I
notice
think
it.
it's
If
going
it's
to have a
spot
much
on,
bigger
you don't
impact
even
on
notice it. You just come out saying that was
on
amazing.
gaming than people are
Exactly.
expecting right now. Until this next generation of hardware, previous generation console games had to be built to load data off of a spinning mechanical device, right? That has its roots in the 1950s.
Yeah.
What we need to take
and
away from this
now,
is that new
Sony's
generation
storage
SSD
system
that
is
we're getting in the
absolutely
PlayStation 5,
world-class.
crucial to
Not only
having
the best
excellent games on the
in-fashion
next gen
console, but
consoles.
also,
That's why I think this
the
was
best
played
on
on
any
the
platform,
PS5
better than
because
high-end
they said
PC. I think
specifically the
this is going to
architecture
enable
allows multiple routes.
the types
Yeah.
of
you know?
immersion that we only could have dreamed of in the past. The world of loading screens is over, and the days of pop in and geometry popping up as you're going through these game environments are ended, and
Yeah,
the
Jack, that's
resulting effect
definitely
is
right.
the ability to build games that are fully immersive from start to finish over hundreds of hours of gameplay if that's your game.
Yeah, no, incredible what I think this is going to enable. We've talked a lot about PS5.
I love
We
how
know
Jeff
obviously Unreal
Keighley,
Engine
like,
runs kind of
low
across
key
all
with his
platforms, including,
Game Awards
mobile,
awarded back
PC,
there.
and Xbox, of course.
Yeah.
What's your take on like what you're showing here? How is that going to scale to to other systems? Like this demo we're seeing, is that will that run on the Xbox Series X? Will
No.
it run on PC? How will it be different? Can you guys give us some context?
Of course it
on
will.
that?
Could you imagine? No, sorry, we can't.
Well, I mean, Unreal Engine 5 is going to run across all of our supported platforms, next generation console, current generation consoles, as well as mobile devices. One of the
Yay, mobile.
One of the key features that we've been working on is being able to build content once and deploy it across devices. So on higher end hardware where we can support Nanite directly, we'll be able to render scenes at the fidelity that you just saw, like on PlayStation 5. For, say, an Android or iOS mobile device, what we will be able to do is
Notice
have
he
tools
didn't
that
say
help to scale
the
that
Xbox
content
Series X.
down.
Yeah, they
So that you'll be
didn't
able
say-
to
they
take
said
a
current
game that
generation,
you're
next
building
generation.
at the highest fidelity level
I think
for
they're just
console
maybe
and,
they're being
bring it to all other
paid.
devices.
Maybe they're being funded by. Actually,
Could be.
Actually,
Tim, do you have
Epic
a
doesn't
sense
need
between,
funding.
like,
God
sort
damn
of
it.
all the, like Xbox, PlayStation, all these other systems, like sort of, they've made somewhat different choices, also some similar ones, obviously with SSDs in both. Do you have a sense of how they're going to sort
Jeff
of
wants to
compare in
know.
terms
He
of
wants to
power
know. He's
or,
prodding.
how you look at sort of like the overall landscape?
Well, we love all of our babies, and we can't make
PS5
comparisons
is way more
or pick
powerful.
favorites.
Look how they're speaking.
Yeah.
There's a nanite
You can
technology
feel
we
it,
showed,
right?
Here,
Yeah.
going to run across all next generation
And that's
consoles
terrible news.
and high-end PC.
Yeah, because they're gonna make for the
and
lowest
most
common denominator,
importantly,
aren't they?
This is
Not just
what's
that,
possible
we
in
need a strong
absolute best
Xbox.
hardware,
We're getting
that's
the
going to
PlayStation. We need a strong
at the end of the
Xbox to
year.
keep
But these
the
So
high
experiences we
quality
Sony
build,
Sony
we will
level.
help
Yeah.
developers scale down
God damn
to every device that exists in the world, and we really hope
I
and
hate being right.
hope to empower all developers to do what we've done with Fortnite in this generation, which is build
Fortnite. Have to mention it.
no sacrifices, high-end console game, and then bring it to every device, including scaling it down to iOS and Android devices from years ago, so that we can reach a much larger audience of gamers than just the hardcore some
You'd think you'd
200
be able
million
to afford
console
more
players in the
stylish
world.
glasses, wouldn't you?
You think?
So, Kim, I know a lot of gamers around the world watched that footage and said, wow, I want to play that, but I'm sure they're also trying to kind of extrapolate out of that, since it's, this is not a game, it's a demo. How their games are going to feel different in the next generation. And one of the things that I really took away from it was that flight sequence at the end, which was just incredible, and with the sort of the rubble coming down and things moving. Yeah. Could you maybe talk about sort of how the game experience might change with UE5? Sure, it's going to look visually more beautiful, but how is it going to play different?
So traditionally on this current generation, if you wanted to make a photorealistic environment, the way that people do that is they bake lighting into the environment. The problem with that means the environment is not dynamic. You can't move things around. You can't incorporate user-generated content because you don't know what it is prior to shipping your game. But with this technology, with the Lumen technology and Nanite, it means that worlds can be super rich and super dynamic. So not just destructible components, but mutating components and things that change beyond the release of the game. Every day, an environment
Evolution will be completely different.
And that can all be calculated live.
And does that extend to I assume destructible environments and whatnot, and allowing people to sort of, really that sequence in the flight where you sort of, saw the sort of tower crash down or whatever. I mean, that felt to me, I just hadn't seen that level of detail in a game like that. And some games like Uncharted or whatever sometimes have big destruction moments, but it felt like that was so detailed and so realistic. Is that partially because you can now move the environment more in real time?
Man, that
yes, and even effects like when we open that big dome where all the statues are, the light just floods in and bounces all over the place. You really, the way you would have had to do that in the past is you would have to cheat, and now it can be fully dynamic. You can blow a hole in the sky.
I fully believe in Unreal 5. Fully do.
Yeah, completely.
Let's move over to another game now. Let's move on to a game actually.
Yeah.
So in the past, you could get that effect, but it would have to be sort of pre-calculated.
Boys, how are we all feeling about this demo that we saw, especially knowing it's in-game?
Like if you're saying you're in a dungeon
playable,
and you place a light, you see you've got a candle that you happen to have in the game, and you place it. That will
good
bounce
point.
around
Batman uses Unreal Engine, so the next
explore
Batman game is going to be
with limited
affected by this.
The old-fashioned
Let's see the Batman game then, boys.
Let's see it.
Isn't what you
It's
need
confirmed.
anymore. You can actually use light in really interesting ways.
Yeah, and even beyond games, Unreal Engine has been applied to so many amazing aspects of entertainment.
Yeah, Jack, you don't notice
of course,
it
I think
until you
everyone
see
knows
what
The
you didn't
Mandalorian, how
have.
that used Unreal Engine, and there's so
100%.
the Weather
Now
Channel.
this
There's so
is
many other
gaming.
uses of UE.
Mark, it's basically
can you guys talk
we
about how
saw
sort of UE5 is going to
basically
kind of
in-game
tie into those
scene
experiences,
where they're showing off how
and
many
I think
triangles are in
I
the
assume
shot
you see
and the
this
dynamic
convergence of
global
kind of
lighting
everything
and stuff,
coming
and it's
together,
absolutely
through an
incredible.
engine like Unreal, in
It's
terms of
insane.
just realizing entertainment. How will UE5 sort of be used in those fields, or how will that
I think
change
there will be
the
a game
pipeline
there.
for non-game
I think so.
experiences too?
I think so.
So one of the great things about Nanite is that it finally allows content creators of all kinds to be able to use movie quality assets. So there really won't be a difference if you're building an
wait, not
environment
that kind
for
of content
film
creator.
versus
Video game.
or you're making an IP that's transmedia. You can build things the same way now, and that was we had so much exposure to film customers over the last
20
years
minutes.
using our engine that we really wanted to remove the barrier for them and for all game makers. Right now,
There'll be one more thing.
You pick a high resolution asset you want, you load it in. You don't have to think about making levels of detail or normal maps or any of the usual stuff.
They're showing
that
off an engine.
Game
We're going to see a game.
It's a pretty freeing experience for anybody trying to tell a story.
You have to. It's like proof is in the pudding type thing, isn't it?
That's amazing. Yeah. So in the eyes of a consumer, like you'll see an asset that's in a movie, and that they literally can drag that over to the game now. Whereas I guess in the past they would have to sort of
they haven't announced much yet.
Polygons
Unreal Engine 5, it looks gorgeous. They essentially made a small portion of a game to show us exactly what happens. It looks gorgeous, gorgeous stuff right now.
It looks insane. It's something that has me and Ed super hyped because we're nerds and we love this sort of stuff. But I would like to see a game that we can actually play.
A few years ago, and many movies today use Quixel assets, and they also have versions of them assets that are suitable for games. Now you don't have to have that distinction. Nanite will just take the movie asset and do the right things with it.
Oh,
one of the things I know when you guys moved to UE4,
Just a good point. He said, so we got PS5 gameplay before Xbox Series
X,
even though Xbox had their own event.
And it sounds like with this engine, you're saying it's going to be
good
worrying,
isn't
it?
Because this was running on PS5, they said multiple times, and they dodged the Xbox question.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to support developers
Jack,
bringing
so
their games from
they're all
UE4 to UE5, and in
Epic
fact, we will be doing that
staff.
ourselves with
And
Fortnite.
so it has us wondering
So,
why they're constantly
we
talking about
will
the
be
PS5.
shipping Fortnite on
If
next
maybe
generation
they may
console
have some
on,
deal with Sony, that's
UE4,
perfectly reasonable to
and then next
assume.
year we will be bringing
Or
Fortnite
that Jeff
to
Keighley did for this
UE5
in
as well.
particular.
So we'll be testing out that
But
experience.
the way they were
of bringing
answering the
game
questions
along
makes
from,
us
UE4 to
feel
UE5,
that they got the
and
best
making sure the
console performance on the
transition is,
PS5. And actually, that's bad news, even though we're getting the PS5.
I think it's going to be great for people who are playing on PlayStation, but we want Xbox to be close, really close, so it can give it that competitive.
Also, I feel like Fortnite has turned into really kind of this metaverse-like platform where we're seeing
WB just posted a tweet. Oh boy.
Unreal, and I was wondering if you guys could talk a bit about that, because I looked at the Travis Scott concert and I see that as an amazing experience, but it sort of was an interactive music video in a way, and then you watch the YouTube video for his new song. It's actually just what was in Unreal. How do you see all those?
So WB Games just tweeted, "Thank you very much for the enthusiasm on our next project. At this time, our channel will showcase the studio, who we are, and why we love making games. Stay tuned." Okay, so they are going to show something from WB today.
Yeah, absolutely. All of these worlds are colliding right now in real time. We're seeing the sort of film production that's being done on The Mandalorian and other projects all around Hollywood, film and television. Being able to move directly to games in the future.
Jess is asking you to retweet.
Right now, we've brought Marvel content into Fortnite and Star Wars content into
Harry
Fortnite.
Potter game would be lit.
Processes started
Harry Potter
with
RPG.
rebuilding
If we could see that, that would be cool. I'll be right back,
movie
boys.
quality assets for real time. Using our tools.
Jess.
But in the future, this is going to be an exercise to build every asset exactly once and then deploy it everywhere.
To my Twitter page, SuperTuber Eddie.
And the future isn't just going to be about Unreal Engine serving a bunch of separate markets. We're helping architects visualize their creations now, and that's awesome. We're helping film and television makers, virtually produce their work.
As great as Unreal Engine 5 may be, I just don't give many shits.
In front of cameras and big LED screens.
It is great, but we need to move on from. It's fantastic.
The production
We
process
have
much more
accepted
efficient, real time, and higher
Move
quality.
on to some games.
But in the future, all these assets are going to come together, and Epic's not going to just play a role in supplying creation software to all of these different industries. We're going to help everybody reach consumers with real-time 3D content. When General Motors released their Corvette car configurator for the 2020 Corvette, it was powered by Unreal. It was running
great,
in the
Emmett.
cloud,
Welcome, man.
and you could
No,
go
it
there
started
and
at
configure
4
your
o'clock.
car
You missed a
right
little
then.
bit.
But,
it's
that
basically
that
a tech
disconnected
demo
from the rest
for
of the game
Unreal
world.
Engine 5.
The next step
It
with
looks
all those types
beautiful.
of
They actually
experiences
made a game
is
to
enable
show
them
off,
to author
and
that content
the
for
cloth
all
physics,
their internal work,
the
whether you're
animations, the
building-
lighting,
designing a home,
beautiful, all of it.
for a customer.
But we haven't seen
as
a
an
game yet.
architect, or you're designing a car, or you're building a television series. We want the next generation of these experiences to be bringing all of those assets directly to gamers in a fun way, deploying them into Fortnite and every other Unreal Engine games. Being able to reach a vast consumer audience that way. Right?
Yeah, it's not going to be Batman. It's not going to be Batman, guys. You're not going to see any Batman here
transition
today. I can
the
tell you
world
now.
went through in the early days of the internet. And
If
then
we do
social
see
media,
Batman,
for
I
a
will
while,
punch
it was
Zahir
just
in the face. That's
companies
what I'll
talking
do.
to customers
I'll
one-on-one.
punch Zahir
Now
straight in the face.
You have the ability to reach customers directly through your Facebook page or your Twitter page, your Twitter account, anything like that. But the next generation of these experiences is not just text and video. It's real-time 3D. It's a social experience where players together are players.
Okay, they're
players
really dragging
are
this
together
out now. We get it.
with all
They
of their
are,
friends
and it's getting a little bit.
all
It's
of
getting
these
a little bit
companies'
tiresome.
content together in real time.
They cannot fill
It's a
this for
world that's
another
not going
30
to be
minutes.
powered by
That's just a fact.
advertisements.
Surely
that pop up
not,
in the
right?
It's a world
Surely.
that's going to be powered by
For a second, I thought you were shushing me. I was like,
Motherfucker.
This motherfucker. Let me just check on. I'm going to check on Twitter what IGN was saying, seeing as they were doing something half an hour ago. Let's see what they were doing.
Yeah.
I think this is the next step in the entire digital content industry, not just gaming, but the whole thing.
I couldn't agree more. It's so exciting to feel that games are going to be at the center of this. But as you said, I think those shared experiences that you're having.
Games
in Fortnite,
are going to be at the center of Unreal Engine 5.
There's no gunplay or combat
Crazy.
involved. It's just a
It's
shared
exactly
kind of
what I
experience,
said.
which is so
IGN basically
compelling.
are doing a piece
And as you said,
on
powered by
Unreal Engine
Unreal, and
5,
when you think of, as you
showing
said,
off the
those movie
gorgeous tech
assets
demo that we saw.
and all the other assets
They're also
coming
talking
together
about
in a
how
world,
the PS5's
it's
SSD is
really
far
exciting. One
ahead.
thing I
That's
wanted to ask you about
quotation
was
right there.
the content
Of
creation
those found in high-end
path,
PCs.
because we've seen a lot,
That's
especially
basically
in
what we're
Fortnite
saying.
with
But that's
creative
what's going
mode
into
and a lot of
the Xbox.
you know, fans of Fortnite starting
Not
to build
necessarily,
levels,
but
and obviously
SSD
UE,
is different
you
going
guys,
into
I
the
think, have,
Xbox.
really focused
That's
on
the thing.
kind
The
of making it
PlayStation 1
accessible,
is
lowering the royalty
literally
rates
double
for
the
kind
bandwidth
you know,
of the
upstart
Xbox.
developers.
So
can you maybe talk a bit about sort of the, you know,
And
your
also it's the
vision
way
of
it
kind
delivers
of how
the,
easy it is
the
to, you know,
information.
build
Yeah,
something
it's
in Unreal? I mean, are we
multi-stream
going to get to a
instead of
level where it is sort of like a, you know, a Photoshop where you can kind of just jump in and build a game? Or
while
what,
these
is that
guys are
barrier to
talking, I'm
entry
going to put the
go
tweets
down
from
in the next
IGN
generation?
up on the screen, so you
Oh.
guys
You know,
can
Epic,
see.
Epic is working to
Ethan
address the
said,
whole range
"We get
of
it.
content
Unreal
creation
Engine
scenarios.
can render a
All the way
magical
from,
colonoscopy now.
your AAA
Games?
game developer
Yeah.
or your feature film and how
Yeah, let's see
it's
some
being
games.
produced.
These are the
using
two tweets right
world-class
here. You
photoreal
guys are seeing that
assets
right
all the
now.
way down to indie game experiences and you
The
know, content
lighting is
creation for
incredible.
the 100 million people who
I'm
want to
getting
build
out of the
stuff
way.
I don't feel
but
like talking
aren't
about lighting for an
professional
hour.
modelers and haven't had
My
training
God,
in
somebody
that.
donated $69
and a
to
continuum of
the
experiences
live
spans
stream, not to
Fortnite
our one,
created,
to the
which has been used by
I was gonna
over
say
To the
100
Summer
million
Game
people,
Fest
all the
stream.
way up to
Yeah.
Unreal Engine 4 and the Unreal Editor, which
Nice.
is an insanely powerful piece of software that's actually pretty complicated to learn. But over time, these tools and technologies will be coming together in some exciting ways, and we're not ready to talk
They
about all
really
of
are
it yet.
dragging it out,
But
aren't they?
Epic is really thinking
Guys, if
about
you're new around here, feel free to
putting a lot of
subscribe
effort
for more
into
awesome gaming
addressing
content. You can
the
also join
entire
our
continuum
Discord,
of
linked in the
content
description. It's
development
literally,
and content
no
deployment
joke, the
scenarios.
best place other than here to hang out
You know,
on the
we
internet.
feel that
The
the
Not
best
even
place.
joking.
The
the state of
best.
the world is a little bit
Can
broken
confirm.
right now. If you look at app stores on smartphones,
Yeah,
you
I
have
agree. Either wrap it up or show us a
250,000
game.
games,
Right.
each competing for the top 10 charts, where virtually all
three
the sales
old
occur.
dudes zooming,
And you have a
talking
small
about
number of winners
specs.
and a
Yeah,
whole lot of
this is what
losers in that way. And it's
this is
not
what
a
we all
fair
asked for now.
situation for game developers. And you have a lot of amazing games that just get lost because they haven't been
It's more like
discovered.
Summer Snowfest.
Yeah, Adam's
know,
like, I thought this was
more and more we
Summer
want to
Game
enable,
Fest.
content creators
Yeah.
to reach the audiences within existing games. And this has been part of the industry since the days of Quake and Unreal Tournament, when user
No,
mods
Emmett,
became
there wasn't
possible
a
and
Mafia
we
Mafia
Big
Trilogy
Software
trailer
released
at
our
all.
first tools.
We've just had
Not
this
yet.
for
could start
35
building,
minutes.
their own stuff. And now
We live
it's
in a
reached a
society.
scale of hundreds of
Also
millions
true.
of users. If you look at what Fortnite is doing and Minecraft and Roblox.
Yeah, we
enabling,
haven't seen any
user
games. We've
content
seen the game
creation, but,
engine, which is
I
very
think,
important for gaming.
I
Yes.
think right now you have two separate worlds, right? You have the professional tools of Unreal Engine and Unity.
All right,
and
guys,
then
I'm
you
falling
have
asleep.
the
You guys need to
tools
move
for the
on.
masses,
Move on.
Fortnite, Minecraft,
Yep.
Roblox, and they're really
And
not
we care
connected
about this
anymore.
stuff.
They're not connected
Yeah.
at all. And the next step is to cross over and to
Into
enable,
gaming? Yeah, let's do
all
some
the
gaming.
content tools to reach all of the customers and all of the ways that they play games. And this is something we're thinking
See,
a lot about.
this
and,
actually, Marathon brings it
we'll
up
be
a good
doing a lot of
point. You know,
work
he says,
on
"I'm
in
so glad
the-
E3
in
got
coming
cancelled for
years.
this."
Yeah.
It's awesome to
I
hear.
think this is going to
We've
be
talked a
the
lot,
thing
obviously, about like
that
graphics
brings E3
and,
back,
you know,
because this
lighting
is
and things
so
that are,
much
you know,
content
very
over such a
powerful
long
and visual
period.
that
I
grab
think
you.
people are going to get
But I
bored.
want to talk
and
about
I think the
you know,
energy's going to
the
drop off
underlying
really
architecture a
hard
little bit, and
by
things
next
especially
week,
like
probably.
online
It's hard to
services.
keep the
and I know that's
energy up
something
for
that,
that
you know,
long,
Epic
right?
is
But
focused on
I think
about
this
kind of
year might be the best
connecting
time to do it
people,
because
you
we've
know,
got the
even
next gen
cross-play,
consoles
but
coming up. There's a
also,
lot to
you know,
talk about.
finding
But
ways
if this
to
was
It's
any
the
other
lockdown.
year,
communities
it's
together.
true. And I'll say
I
any
guess
other year though,
some
I'd
of
be
that's
like,
tied to UE5,
so what are we
but
talking
also
about?
just a
The
general
3 games that are
platform,
coming out?
approach. But,
Okay.
maybe
all
share
right.
a bit on kind of your vision on.
Yeah, I mean, we've got
you know, the
big
other
games coming
aspects
out
of
this year, the
Unreal
new
and
gen,
Epic
next gen
and how
consoles, I'm
that's
sorry,
gonna sort of evolve
and
over the next few
everybody's
years too.
locked in and couldn't go to E3 even if it was
Oh,
still
sure.
on.
Yeah,
You know?
today,
Exactly.
we're
Sorry.
showing Unreal Engine
Fuck
5
that one
for
up.
the first time, but we're launching the Epic Online services to all developers in the world across 5 platforms right now.
Close
and
that
you can
chat,
download
you
the Epic
douche.
Sorry,
Online
bro.
Services SDK.
I did close
and
actually.
use
Oh
it
no, I
right away.
refreshed it earlier. That's why.
What this is the set of all of the online features that we built for Fortnite.
Yeah, biggest stickers. All you need to know, it's an upgrade.
It is.
Spoiler alert, next gen's going to be better than current gen.
Together with all of their friends everywhere. Despite the different account systems and friend systems that exist on each platform, on the console platforms and on Steam. We're opening it up
Mac
to all
Master Race.
developers for
Mac
free.
Master Race.
That's right.
The goal here is to help all developers work together to accomplish what we've
Theo, my
accomplished
man,
with
how's it going?
Fortnite, and to build a
services.
cross-platform social ecosystem together with all of the other developers.
Bro,
in the
I think
industry,
they're gonna talk for an hour
instead of
on Unreal Engine.
players being siloed into the.
It's not stopping. It's not stopping.
Should we
be able to
bring it to
all
the
their friends everywhere, but also build up friends
and
across
just we'll have it going in the
games.
background. If something interesting,
really interesting
happens or it changes, we'll bring it back up.
Account services that we're launching. If you choose to use Epic accounts in your game,
I don't know. It's tough.
You can reach the entire Fortnite player base.
Let's keep it going in case.
There's 5 of us
over
talking now, you know.
350 million accounts worldwide, and more importantly, it's 2.2 billion social connections between players.
Turn this down.
When 2 players become online friends and start playing together, those friend connections now persist across games from all of the different publishers.
No way, really? PS5's going to have better graphics than PS4?
It's the most services that have been launched to date, and it really helps to bridge the gap.
Mute it, but
that's existed on all the other platforms.
Boys in the chat, let us know. Mute it or
until
leave
recently,
it up.
it was really only Epic.
I don't think that's
Activision,
right for
really
people who
big
come back
companies,
afterwards
with
to
a
watch
huge
it.
set of
Yeah.
development resources that
Let's
have
just
the
bear it. Let's
capability
just
of
bear
building
it.
that
It
sort
can't
of
be
thing.
too much more longer now,
This is open,
and we'll have a
it's
nice little
approved by all
discussion at
3
the
of
end. It'll be
console
just
makers,
us.
for use on their platforms, and it's
Fortnite
ready for all game
remaster,
developers to adopt. And
not wind up being
so
far
we're really
off.
trying to
May not wind
help
up
the
being
industry get to a better place, and we think
what the end note is.
the core of the game industry are these 300 million hardcore gamers across high-end PC.
I thought you wanted to show off
and
something.
console, but there are billions of gamers worldwide.
Immediately
and I think
afterwards. That would
the next
be the
stage of the
play.
industry's growth is going to come from connecting these audiences.
Mute every time the old guy is on.
low-end
Dude,
casual
have you
games on
seen
one
the
platform,
average
high-end
age
games
on
Right.
this
other
thing?
platforms. We gave all the players to play
Including us
together
even.
and enabling
Yeah.
all developers to release their games on all platforms.
It's a
as we
boomer
did with
fest
Fortnite.
right here.
Is following
Yeah,
meant to be
I think
spelt wrong?
that's
Filthy.
such an
What was
interesting
spelt
idea
wrong?
that,
What has he done?
These gaming platforms almost
Ed,
become,
what did you do?
it's another social network now,
It's
right? And I know
what?
you guys have House Party
Apparently
that's
you
been
spelled
very
follow
successful
wrong
over the
somewhere.
past few months,
Does it- I don't
especially.
think
but
he
it
says
feels like
Eddie, you
now,
spelled follow wrong.
Talk of those numbers with Epic Online Services. It
Well,
starts to
someone's
feel
asking
like
about a spelling
this is,
error. What do we think?
That's a
Twitter
fair
or
point. That's a
Snapchat
fair
or an
assumption.
Instagram. It's just a way to kind of
Oh,
connect
it's on the
people.
on the graphic.
Is that
you
part of
mug.
your longer term vision? Is that
Oh, does
people
it?
Look at
will
it.
use
It
sort
says
of
follow
these
up
game
under the
services
Discord.
as kind of a way to connect
Okay,
with
fair
people,
point. That
and
was
you
me
know,
then.
games are a part of it, but also just
Why are you
the-
giving
the
me
larger
shit for
sort of
assuming it's
social
you
graph
that stand
will
the
be
spelling
kind
errors?
of
Are you kidding?
the
I was
gateway
like,
to
I
it will be
try
through
every
the game engine.
day.
The
Well,
worst thing is last
What we're
night.
voting here is the opposite
Like
of a
my
walled
spelling's
garden, right?
a bit
We're
better,
enabling
but I
all
also take a little bit more
publishers
time when
to
I
use all of their
respond. You
different
know.
account
Yeah,
systems and,
I
last
don't
night-
take any time.
using these
Nah,
services.
last night I think my
so
phone
we're working
keyboard
with
must have
all
been
the
broken.
different
And
Oh,
console
must have been. Yeah,
makers,
not that you weren't
That was
and other
definitely
platforms
full of
and
alcohol. No, no, no,
services,
no, no.
No,
to
it
help
wasn't that.
interconnect them.
It
The
wasn't
most
that at
interesting
all.
thing about this, and if you start playing Fortnite on PlayStation, and then you want to play the game on the iOS device, on iOS you can log in with your PlayStation account.
Who in the
and then you
world
get all of your
wants to log
PlayStation
into
progress transferred
Fortnite on
over.
their
Right.
You
iPhone
start playing on
after
PC,
playing
you
it
create
on
an
their? Like,
Epic
who wants to
account.
do
And
that?
if you go to Xbox,
Oh,
you
God,
can
this is
log
killing
in
me.
with your Epic account on your Xbox.
Oh.
I mean,
So
they are actually going to do it, aren't they?
this
They're
isn't
actually
a
going to
walled
do this
garden,
for an
rather
hour.
it's an attempt
Full
to
hour.
connect all of
God.
the different services. So
Shit,
which
you
are,
said
have
cucumber
different
punk
degrees of
instead of
openness.
cyberpunk. No, I didn't.
and,
Shut up. Send me
I
the
think
screen
that's
cap. How
really
dare
going to be
you?
freeing for the industry.
You just
It's
need to
going
go
to
to the
mean that everybody
Conversation
can talk to
memes
everybody else,
Twitter
and there's
page.
no one company
Full
that
of
I
it.
did see a few of those.
Rather,
I did see a
it's
few.
a-
Wait,
it
no, I only
rises
saw
as a
one. It was
result
like
of
4 images
collaboration
in one
between all
tweet.
the
Screw you
different
guys.
No,
companies.
there was
the
two
ecosystem.
tweets. He was
To find
a
these
reply to
sides,
that too.
God
They can
damn
grow
it.
better and build better
Oh,
businesses
God,
if instead of trying to
Conversations
run
memes.
players
Let's
into
have
their
a look.
platforms, they enable their players to connect with all of their friends across all platforms. Because we have a lot of devices in our lives, and everybody who has an Xbox
Nah,
or a
it's just them 4
PlayStation
images. It's
also
good. We're
has
good.
an iPhone or an Android device.
See,
and,
hardly
to really
anything.
enable the next generation of industry growth, we've got to be able to connect all of these users with
nothing.
all of these friends and set aside kind of the old feuds that defined previous generations of the console business.
So, with everything you're describing, I think of a show like The Mandalorian, which we all watched and loved, but all those assets are there. I mean,
Yeah, we've all
nothing
watched it,
prevents
yeah.
them now from building kind of an interactive
See, Diogo's
experience, I guess,
lying. He
around
says,
that
"Oh
that
shit,
they
you
could
said you
power
loved Rogue
with
One." There's
something like
no
Unreal.
way.
Maybe it's a
Alcohol
game, but maybe it's
doesn't
just sort of a
change who
shared
you are. It brings
experience, and
out who
it
you
feels
honestly
like,
are.
the visual fidelity now,
And that is who you
that
honestly
these
are.
next-gen consoles will bring. I mean,
Yeah.
based on what you were saying, Kim
You're
and
gonna
Nick, it's
choke
like,
to death on
are
those
things going to look
salty
just
words.
like
I was
2D
gonna
visual
die.
effects? Like, what are the things that
Lying.
I guess real-time games
Rohit says
can't
this is
do
worse than the
still that we
Xbox
get to
event
see
because
in
they
some
at
of these
least
other
showed
shows?
games.
I think
kind
what
of I was impressed by the demo.
Get to the point where
but
you're not going to be able to
I was
tell
really
the
impressed with the
virtual
demo.
world
They
and
should have
real world.
ended it
There's
at
still,
half an hour.
Yes.
Physical phenomenon, big, massive.
We didn't need to talk about all of this crap.
No.
waves crashing on a beach. I think they're
Wait,
still
W
late
tweeted
in
what?
generation
Ozzy, if
before
you're
they're
fucking
perfect, but we're
if you're
getting
fucking
closer and
trolling me, I
closer.
swear
And
to God.
one of the
ban
coolest things that we've
I will
seen,
ban you right now.
with the advent
freak's happened to my
of
notifications?
shows like The Mandalorian
God
starting
damn.
to use the engine, is they're beginning to understand that a game engine isn't just about rendering.
By the way, boys, if you're not
pretty
already on the
pixels. They're
Discord,
understanding that
100% you
game
need to be there
engines,
after this
especially
because
Unreal, is
it's
built
just
for
such a
building
great
these
place. We're
very
going to hang out and chat
immersive
about all this
simulated
stuff.
worlds. So we're seeing
Oh,
people
fucking,
say
he's a
sort of
bastard.
car
He
chasing
did
actually
lie.
show
You
that
son of a
Ban him.
bitch.
they're not
Ozzy,
actually drive
I'm
cars
banning you
with
right
steering
now.
wheels and
You're a bastard.
to
I can't
race
do it.
against each other.
You're a
and then
fucking
film that
dickhead,
after the
Ozzy.
fact. So it's starting
Fucking
to become
cunt.
very
What a
almost like very
mug.
Matrix way
Can you
in the way that
believe
they're
him?
using simulation for cinematic content
Yeah,
creation.
he's been
And I think
cut
that's
too
just
much,
going to
so he
get more
cucks
and more
us.
common.
Yeah.
And as they start to
I'm
rock,
really
the
feeling like they're not
potential
going to
of
say
what
anything
real-time
additionally. Like they
interactive
spoke about
entertainment is about.
waves
I
and,
think you're going to see
and
traditional
explosions and stuff, but
storytellers
we already
making
know
the
that
move
with this
into
extra
video
lighting,
games,
they're going to
and I
have
think
more
and backwards and
options.
forwards. I think you're going to see this
And also
very,
because
very
this isn't
fuzzy
interesting
world
too, because
where
it's
it's
like
just
Summer Game
entertainment.
Fest
You're
is going to
building
be
an
for
IP,
us,
it can be a
right?
game,
This
it can
isn't
be a TV
interesting
show,
to
it
us.
can be
Like
all of these
talking
things.
about it
And,
isn't interesting.
it's gonna
Showing
be
us,
pretty
cool.
exciting
This is
time.
what we're going to expect. If this was a
And I'm
game
sure some
developer
people saw
conference,
that,
no problem.
you know, the showcase
Check
that you
out
guys
Diogo
just showed the
tweeted
demo, and
some
everyone's
link,
like, I want to play that game.
Yes.
We should clarify
Mafia
that's not a
screenshots. They
game,
look
I don't
really
think, right? It's
good.
just a tech
They
demo.
do look very
It's a
good.
Oh,
tech
they
demo.
look really
Yes,
good.
yes.
Frick
No,
this stream. Let's talk
feel
about
it's
these.
like the best way to present, especially something that was
I
built
actually
for
never
game
played the
developer,
Mafia games,
Yeah,
but I know
neither
they're
have I.
show
really well
something within the
regarded.
context of gameplay. So
And I've
and
been
it also means,
interested,
you
and
know,
I
we wanted
like
to
the
improve some
time,
animation
like the
systems in
era.
engine.
Yeah,
So it would be
Chicago
much better
Gangster.
to
It's
actually
very
have a
cool.
world that you can walk through, play, jump, whatever. Keeps it real, or unreal in this case.
So they were saying
say,
just here,
it's
you guys may
real
have missed
gameplay.
it.
That's
They
what we
said
like
it's
to-
real
like to see
gameplay,
is
but it
people can
isn't
actually
a
play through
game.
that.
It
And
is
again,
just a
it's,
demo that
it
they
just
made. It's a
blows me
gameplay.
away when you see that
just
final
for
sequence
this.
of the fight, and that's the kind of thing that I think we've all
Yeah.
been
That's
waiting for.
clearly
to
got
see that
game
glimpse
written all
of
over
where
it. Why don't
games
they
are,
make that?
Right.
are going next. So
That's a
it's really
AAA title
exciting to
all
see
day long.
how you guys keep pushing the pushing the technology to the next level with UE5. And I know it's going to be next year. You say so. We'll see some next gen games this holiday shipping on brand UE 4.25, I think, right? And then next year is when we'll see UE5. Is that right?
Next year.
Yeah, that's right. We're planning on
The
having
thing
a
is, so Marathon's
preview
saying
of
I think
UE5
Jeff has the wrong
available
idea
early
of what his
next year,
audience
and then
actually is.
shipping the
Maybe.
I think they
5.0,
just really misjudged the
later
tone
in the
of
year.
this, which was
And
it
I
was
imagine,
cool for 20
characters will
minutes.
also
Half an hour was a
improve. I know
push.
you
We were
guys
already
have done a lot
saying
of
it was
work
going a
there
bit
with sort
long.
of,
Yeah.
character
But-
technology. We
hour
already
long,
talked
bro.
about
An
with
hour long
Nick,
of this.
the idea of streaming more into the environment.
Yeah.
No load times, as
The
Tim
other thing is,
mentioned.
I think,
mean, these are other things
there's
that I
a good
guess are going
chance
to sort of impact the game
that
experience. But are there other
I am
dimensions
making
that
this
you
up.
think
This is totally not
the next
my
generation
actual opinion,
will
nor do I
sort
think
of
it is
evolve
real.
to
Therefore,
with
legal
UE5? I
cannot
mean, I think the character stuff
involved.
feels like
Yeah.
another area
Jeff,
where
maybe
we're not
baked,
quite
you
the
know?
same as
Maybe,
movies yet in
maybe.
terms
He
of
does
character
look a
technology,
little.
but I'm sure you guys
little
will
mellowed
that
out.
too.
Incredible.
I'm very confident. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tim.
This is just the tip of the iceberg here.
Oh yeah, think
You know,
about what
we've-
this is going to
we've
mean
shown digital
for
humans technology
for
in
like
the past,
mocap
but,
and stuff.
Epic
Yeah.
and the Three Lateral team that
They can like
recently
accurately
launched
map
are-
their faces and
are going
stuff
to be
like that,
pushing
right?
that to entirely new
Yeah,
levels.
except how
not
are they
just
going to
in
get all
graphics
those like
fidelity,
tracking
but
balls
also
on their
in
faces? That's
productivity for content creators.
Because you're gonna need more.
So
You're gonna
that,
need a lot more.
you know,
Mm.
a
To be
developer
honest, I
without a
suspect
huge
we're going to
budget
get to a
can
point
build,
where facial recognition and
visual
stuff is
humans
just
that
done
are
with deepfake.
world-class.
Yeah,
We have a
pretty
lot of
much,
investments
right?
going on
You
that
know?
you'll hear about over the coming months and
Bro,
over
he's
the
off his
next
head.
year.
I can't wait
also,
for.
at the core of this, this isn't a big.
I can't
open
wait
world
for
demo, but
tomorrow's
open
state of
world
play. That's where the
technology
real
and enabling
gaming is
worlds,
going to be
without
shown.
bounds
Mate,
is
tomorrow's going to
is
be
the
a
key
great
initiative that's
freaking day.
uniting
Like
all
we
of
got
this.
Jurassic Park Movie Club
Virtualized
and
geometry
then
is one part of it.
Ghost of Tsushima. Are
Global
you kidding me?
illumination
State of
with
play
Lumen
as
is
well.
another
Like,
part of it. But ultimately, this
gonna be
comes together
great.
to
Hope you
empower
guys swing by for that tomorrow as well.
streaming, seamless
Check out the
It's gonna be
Discord.
amazing.
We'll tweet
and it
out the
creates
link as well.
An entirely new
It'll be good.
direction for games to go. And remember, this is not just a.
I'm actually actually
this is not just a graphics
really
engine, right?
excited
It's a
for
full
Ghost.
simulation
Yeah,
engine.
me too.
It
It's
aims to
so
power
Thanks
every
for hanging,
aspect of
man. We
simulating a
appreciate
realistic
you.
environment.
Thanks,
We love
Adam.
Including very detailed physics, vehicles, and collision
I
and
wonder what
destruction
Florida
and
Man is
everything
doing
else. I
right
think
now.
you'll see a qualitatively different
Ed, you were
set
going to
of
say
games
something. I cut you
built
off.
for the new generation than what we have
the only
here.
thing I was going to say
And
is
it's
I
going to
think
be
it
very
will brought up in the
exciting because
chat.
we don't yet
Jeff
know
does have a
exactly what they're going
batarang
to be.
behind him, I don't know if
And
that's
how
going to
does,
allude to anything
you guys
coming
mentioned
soon
Fortnite
or anything
moving
like
to
that,
UE5
but
next year.
Could
that's
just
really
like
cool.
good superheroes.
How is this going to impact, you know?
Doubtful. He looks
Fortnite,
like
do
a
you
man
think,
of
in
good
terms of, like,
taste.
the
So
game
I don't know
able to
if
do?
Exactly,
he,
that's why the bats
So you don't
are.
want
Do you
to
see
spoil
any
much,
He
but
would-
S's, any blue and
technically,
red?
like,
No,
is that gonna
none.
he
enable
would
the game to
have a
evolve too?
Superman symbol if he was a man of good
Well, it
taste. So
puts
maybe
a
I'm
vast
incorrect in
amount of
assuming
additional new
that.
power in the hands of all of the creators who build Fortnite, both within
I
Epic
wonder if Jeff is regretting
and
doing this.
the
I bet
100
he's
billion or
really
so
interested.
outside of Epic.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting to see
no
where
idea.
this
Yay,
enables
Fortnite! We didn't
the game
know
to go
about
in the
this.
future. I think
I
what
mean,
we have now
Fortnite,
is
I actually really like what they
is a very,
do. That
very
there's
small
constantly
fraction
events
of what the
and
game will be
new
in the
stuff,
future.
and they're vaulting weapons and bringing new
It's going
weapons
to be
out
very
and all sorts of
exciting
junk
to see
like
the
that, even
Fortnite
if it breaks the game.
team evolve it.
Yeah.
So I like it from that perspective,
and
but I
have all of
also
this new
don't want
power
to
in
hear
their
about
hands.
it. It's Fortnite.
Well,
you
I
know?
see it as,
Same with
you
the
know,
Batman
it's a
thing.
game,
Like, I
but
know I'm going to
it
like
also
the Batman
feels like
game.
a
Let's see
platform
some
in a
new
way that
stuff.
it's enabling, you know, these
I wanna
other
see the
you know,
Batman
there's
game,
battle
but,
royale game, but there's
You know, let's see some
creative,
new
and obviously
stuff.
we've started to
Show
see,
us.
you know, other experiences with music artists and whatnot around it. So it feels like it is this, you know, this beachhead sort of a bunch of other content. Is that how you view it? As sort of this, you know, sort of this?
Oh my God, they're just talking
and
about
people have used the
Fortnite now.
term,
Yep.
you know, sort of metaverse. But is that sort of the longer term
it's
vision? Is
great.
that Fortnite can
It's
sort
like-
of grow to wherever
it's-
creators want to take it?
In any discussion about games that
You know,
changed
they
the
define a
face of
platform
gaming,
as
Fortnite has
an
to be
ecosystem
involved.
in which
Yeah,
the
100%.
most of the
But
content
it
is
doesn't
not
need
created
20
by
minutes
the
of discussion
by the
after
company
they've
that operates it,
unveiled
right?
Unreal
And,
5, you know?
No, they
I
really
think if you
don't.
look at Fortnite today, it's not that. But anything's possible in the future.
Oh.
I think that's a
By the way, talking of battle
that's a very
royales, apparently
interesting
Apex
direction
got
for
some
the
new
whole
really
game
good
business.
update.
Every game
Yeah.
So maybe we should jam some of that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sounds
How to
good.
not limit their
Unless
experience
Warzone's really
by
good.
the
But I just think Apex
10
is
or
like
100 or
14 gigs or
1,000
something,
people
so
on their
it's just way
development team,
easier.
but how to
A lot easier.
uncap the entire world's creativity to enable an entirely new generation
They
of game
really did make
experiences
this
to be
stretch
developed
into
in
the
an
hour,
entirely
didn't they?
new
This
way.
didn't need to be this long.
It
Yeah,
didn't
well,
need
I
to
think
be.
UE5 obviously
And you
shows
can
the
feel
high
it.
end
Anybody
of the
that's not
aspiration
talking
for
other
everyone
than Jeff
to,
is
you know,
feeling
what they'll
the
eventually
strain
be
of
able
being
to-
here for
to
an
maybe
hour.
make. And
Yeah.
that demo is
Mate,
absolutely stunning. Before we go, I wanted to ask you, like, that demo, how long did it take you guys to build? How many people worked on it? Can you give us a sense of, like,
That's a
you
good
know,
question.
how that came to life?
Decent question.
Well, we started thinking about it straight after GDC was when we started thinking about it. We knew Brian's
not that long.
nanite technology was
No,
beginning
that's
to come
pretty
online,
quick.
and but the bulk of the work, I would say, the bulk of the work started from sort of September through to March, and I think the team, you know, it probably peaked over this, but I think it was about 24 people that worked on the
Okay.
project overall, and with a bit of help from our friends at Quixel. If it hadn't been for the Quixel Megascan library, we
pretty
couldn't be
quick.
able to populate that world.
Especially for that level of
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah,
I'm
the
sure everyone
assets
looks at
are
that
in
and
it.
says, "I want to play
Yeah.
that game," and I know we're not necessarily going to get it, but it
That's
hopefully will
pretty-
inspire a
pretty
lot
rapid.
of creators around the world about what will be
so
possible.
September to now,
You know,
basically.
with UE5 and also
Crazy.
the next generation systems. So, yeah, I feel real excited now.
Just a
about what
second,
we're gonna
guys.
get
There was
to
a bang on
see,
my door. One
the
second.
rest of the year for all these next gen games, and of course into the future. Thanks as always for joining me,
I'm
guys.
just thinking the CEO
it's
here
great
is worth
to see the first look at UE5
$4.5
and hear about where it's
billion
going.
dollars. Like,
And
what does this
yeah,
hour
the
cost
future
him?
looks
You
quite
know, like
bright.
if he was working, how
Thanks,
much would
guys.
he have made?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Chat.
What's an hour of a billionaire's time worth?
Okay, I came back at the right moment, clearly.
God, that really drags. We managed to make that last 50 minutes.
These guys right here. Just to make sure that is the ending.
Just, I'm curious,
There we
Ed.
go.
Why didn't you know what was outside your door when that bang went off? Is your door closed?
No, what? My door's closed, so I don't get anyone coming in here randomly. I don't sleep with my door closed. That's a psychopath move, right
So
there.
you don't mind if people come in randomly when you're asleep? Good
Oh,
to know.
When I'm asleep, I want a sneaky, random blowjob by a stranger. That's what you need, right there. That's what you want.
In fairness, that is what strangers sneaking into your house in the middle of the night are known for.
That's what
so-
they're known for, exactly. Anyway,
Matthew's
guys,
coming in parts. What the frick?
that's a bit annoying. It says trilogy. Why would you? Anyway, let's do the interesting here. So, hey everybody, yes, this was the post show we've moved into now of the Unreal Engine 5 reveal that we got going there. Some cool demos that we got to see right there. An actual game they made in Unreal Engine 5. It looked really cool. They didn't need a
Amazing.
whole hour to talk about this though. How do you feel about it, Sheps? Go on, let everyone know.
The demo looked absolutely incredible. I'm really genuinely impressed with what Unreal 5 seems to be able to do. like the implications are incredible for the PS5 or next generation of games. Like I'm really impressed. I will say I'm genuinely a little bit worried. The way they were talking makes it sound like they specifically did this on the PS5. They very carefully avoided answering how this would perform on an Xbox Series X. And despite being a bit of like, Sony pony, and I'm getting the PS5, I'm really worried because I want them to be pretty much neck and neck. I want Xbox to have some really good first party titles to kick Sony up the arse and make them can continue to provide, great content and great services and stuff. I'm really worried that Xbox is lacking. I'm really worried.
I'm worried too because we haven't seen many games yet from Xbox that released Xbox exclusive. But we'll see. We're not going to count our chickens yet. This is just our initial impressions. The tech demo.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, and it shows how much these consoles are going to change the face of gaming right here. We are only scratching the surface at the moment. It looks so good. I'm genuinely impressed. So freaking impressed. That was so cool.
I feel like the jump from PS3 to PS4 was like 2 or 3 times improved,
Yeah.
I feel like this, let's say Unreal 5 is representative of just next gen games in general.
Yeah.
It's like 20 times better.
Yeah.
And things that you won't notice as well. That's the really key thing. Like the lighting, for example, is something that unless you're in a particularly gorgeous scene, you're not going to go, oh, wow, look at the light bouncing off this one random like crack in this pot, right?
Yeah.
But having, real lighting contrasting like that and dynamic and moving around from a real light source that's actually it's not painted on.
Yeah.
It's going to be, it's like we said during the stream, it's going to be a movie soundtrack, great movie soundtrack. You don't even notice it. All you know is that the movie's amazing, And I think the immersion's just going to be really something different,
I think it's going to be great too. I'm super excited to see these games. And obviously, like we said as well during the stream, Batman is running on Unreal Engine. So this could mean huge things for Batman as well.
Mate, those cape dynamics.
Ooh, it's going to be so good. Would you mind if we was to pivot over to another bit of news that came out while we were streaming? The Mafia trilogy screenshots and how good that fucking game looks.
Let's do it.
I'm going to switch over the screen so you guys can all see right here. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck just happened there? That disappeared out of nowhere. Don't know why that happened. I'm putting the screenshots up on the screen for everyone to see. They said trilogy. They said remaster. This game looks like a remake. The quality,
incredible.
It's completely brand new. This game is something different. Look at all of the lighting effects. Look at all of the global illumination that we've seen before. Look at the polygon count. Look at it.
It looks great. Like it looks incredible. I actually never played the Mafia games.
Neither did I.
I know the people that played it loved them. That's why people are always talking about Mafia. Let's bring back Mafia. This looks incredible.
So good. And I'm looking forward now. I mean, after was it Mafia 3, the last game that came out?
Yes. Yeah, this thing.
People were saying that wasn't very good technically and whatnot. Like it was very glitchy and then wasn't very didn't work very well. It didn't get very well reviews because of that. That's why I kind of turned myself off and I didn't even interest myself in all of the Mafia series. But this would bring me back. I think I might play Mafia again when it comes out. There is the news that I think Diogo was saying that it's coming out in parts, which is
that's an interesting way to do it. I think because yesterday we heard that Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 are coming out as basically like a one game, right? It's like 3 in a sense. The way it sounded was we were going to get Mafias 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
If they're at that quality, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
They're clearly putting in the effort. They're putting in the work. It's not like they just went, bump the resolution a little bit and then sell it as a package.
Yeah.
If they're remaking essentially all of these games, doing it again, then all right, you kind of deserve the money. But as long as they're done well. And not like Mafia 3 level where everyone was like, oh, it's awful. I can't.
Right. Like when people remake movies, no one's like, oh, well, I already saw the first one, so I shouldn't have to pay for this one. If you're really putting in the effort, then I'm okay with paying for it again. She says Mafia 3 was a Unity. Now, was it that the game itself functioned poorly or the game was bad? You know, like it had bad story and stuff. Like, I just, it makes a difference. I played Jedi Fallen Order and had literally every bug, every single bug, and I still enjoyed it, because ultimately it was a good game.
Yeah.
I was just having bugs on the version, the way when I played it.
Yeah.
So I still really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping it's, that it's just had a bad UI.
Yeah.
That's Mass Effect 1, by the way. So in the remake that will be better.
They might make Mafia 3 good after the patches this year, right? That's
Fingers
funny.
Crossed.
Just a little reminder, guys. Remember, tomorrow we're going to be doing a lot of streaming as well. 2 good live streams going along on the Conbrosations channel, youtube.com/Conbrosations. We're going to be doing our movie club episode of Jurassic Park. Watch Jurassic Park.
Spoiler alert, it's amazing.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Dude, you ruined the whole movie now.
Sorry.
Watch Jurassic Park. Join us for that as well, where we talk for an hour or so about this amazing movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
An hour or so, yeah?
Whatever the movie is, that plus tax. That's what we usually do.
Right, yeah.
But join us for that. And then also join us back on this channel for the Ghost of Tsushima State of Play. That's going to be the highlight of tomorrow. I can tell you now.
I'm going to say, I actually don't know which one I'm more hyped for.
Yeah?
I'm going to say this. I was going to say it tomorrow. I'm going to say it tomorrow again on the Jurassic Park Movie Club.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park is a perfect movie.
Yes.
It's a perfect 10. It really, really is perfect. There's literally 2 things that don't make a ton of sense, but easily, like explained or avoided. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Perfect movie. I love it. Like, I really love it. But then again, Ghost of Tsushima.
Dear Dan goes in the comment section there, well, now the movie's got spoiled for me. Thanks, Sheps. Jesus.
Sorry, man.
Typical Sheps ruining games like that. Yeah, typical.
I've never seen Jurassic Park.
What?
Dude, Darkness. It's free or it's on Prime, on Amazon Prime Video. If you have it, you should definitely watch it tonight and join us, assuming you're free.
Right.
Join us for the movie club tomorrow.
Yeah.
No joke. I'm not joking. It's, I think, in my opinion, a perfect movie. There's very few of them, and it 100% holds up. There's only like a couple of graphic things where you're like, I can see that CG or like it's dated animation, but otherwise it's incredible. So good.
I will say though, he's a Batman fan, so not all of his opinions really make sense. So Big Dingus. There's gonna be more, I feel, because if you didn't,
Big Dingus.
Sorry, Big Dingus.
You said it twice.
It's basically the same. No, I was repeating what I said. Big Dingus. It's basically the same thing, but Big Dickus, Biggest Dickus. There's probably going to be more because this event got announced like 48 hours ago. The State of Play got announced about 48 hours ago. So they're very late in announcing all of these events. So you should be hot on your heels. We've got for sure the Cyberpunk one coming up in June. We've got the July event coming up for the Xbox first party games. It's gonna be pretty cool. We're gonna get a lot of good stuff. Tune in to that.
Some really good stuff. I'm actually really looking forward to seeing some Ghost gameplay and having people that know and care about what they're talking about tomorrow talk about it. But if there's only 20 minutes of content, let's just have a 20-minute show. You know?
that's something I got to put out to Jeff. Jeff, I know you're watching right now. You've just finished your Summer Game Fest showcase. You went, cool. What's Conbrosations saying? Let me just check it out. That didn't need to be the full hour. That didn't need to be. That could have been easily 20 minutes, half an hour if you really wanted to. Didn't need to be an hour right there. That's something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Or if anything as well, put in the expectation, say we're going to show off one thing for this full hour. And we're like, oh, how are they going to make that stretch? And then we know, okay, they're stretching here. They're doing what they have to do.
That's a shout because we were like, should we just mute it and we'll talk about the stuff, and if anything interesting comes up, we'll bring the volume back up. But then we were thinking, well, what if they mention something and people come back and watch this later?
Yeah.
Because we didn't know if they were going to show us something. They may have had something extra. If they'd have said, it's this one thing, then we would have gone, cool, that was the thing. They're just repeating themselves. Frick it, we'll do the post show,
Yeah.
Frustrating.
Hopefully tomorrow is going to be cool. How long do you think the ghost reveal thing would be, the show would be?
It depends, man. Like, we've seen a couple of 15-minute things from Ghosts.
Yeah. This is probably going to be would you say this is the last thing we'll see from them? We might get a launch trailer closer to it, but that will just be a trailer.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're gonna see 15 minutes again of like unseen gameplay or playing through. You know what I mean.
Yep.
And then a gameplay trailer close to release. But yeah, I think about now, there's not much else they need to show. You know.
Yeah.
It's just to build excitement. So
I will say state of play events are usually multiple games. This is the first one they're doing where it's one single game. They don't usually go on for too long, and they don't have interviews in them or anything like that going on. So this should be fully unfiltered, unadulterated gameplay that we get right here. Should be.
Yeah, it will be cool to see if they go through like, will we get to see what the menu options are like, the leveling systems and the looting systems and gear and all that stuff, because it's a major part of a game like this, right? Like you can't play The Witcher without leveling up certain things and changing your gear and crafting and stuff. And I think that's, in terms of the feel of it, I think it's going to be close to The Witcher style,
Yeah, I feel you.
That's where I'm drawing my comparisons at the minute, anyway.
They did this with
set it to Japanese 100%. Aussie hardcore.
Just to get the full experience, to immerse yourself in the world.
I told you, boys, if that tweet gets 250 likes and retweets,
hey,
I'll do it in my super offensive Japanese impression.
Oh, Mr. Unlicensed, I just woke up. What happened? So we got a Uncharted. So I keep saying Uncharted. Unreal Engine 5 demo. It was an actual game they made within their engine, their Epic Games. It looked stunning, absolutely stunning. It was a very short gameplay sequence. It showed off the lighting, the effects, and all that sort of stuff, and how quickly you can load. They said it was running on a PS5, and they stressed how much the PS5 SSD was helping make this game possible. And then there was about
worrying.
And then there was about 45 minutes of just talking to old guys in glasses.
Yeah, it really was bad, wasn't it? They really tried to stretch it.
Oh,
they really
boy.
tried to stretch it.
Boy.
What were we saying? They released The Last of Us 2 inside the story thing an hour ago. Oh,
What?
really? I will say The Last of Us 2, I haven't seen the leaks. I don't want to know about it. I'm just not a spoilers guy.
No.
But the story trailer they put out, which, by the way, included gameplay, but it's funny, they didn't call it a gameplay trailer.
Strange.
It actually just looked like a great revenge story.
Yeah.
I so badly want to be wrong about The Last of Us 2. I want it to be incredible. I just want to have to eat crow about that game,
I've got I don't want to say for sure, and
Don't say it out loud.
Yeah, okay, I won't say it out loud. I think we're gonna be happy. That's all I'm saying. I think we're gonna be happy.
I really hope so.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
It's games. We have got a lot of really incredible games coming this year. Like, 2019 was such a strange year for games. Like,
it was all towards the end, right? Like right in the Novembers, Decembers, and whatnot. It was like, wait, the whole year for this.
And like one of the big ones was Death Stranding, which was just a walking simulator. In fairness, I know you really enjoyed that.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah, I can't seem to get back into it. I can't seem to just jump back in.
Fair point. You're an amateur level of gamer. I get that.
It's true. Yeah. It's true. I started playing a real man's game after that Final Fantasy 9. Hey, what a great game.
Mate, Zahir plays Final Fantasy. You're putting yourself in the same bucket as Zahir. Oh, that's my God.
Epic. A gentleman of fine and distinguished tastes. That's correct.
I haven't seen the leaks, Jack. No, I haven't.
47 fat likes. Like, you guys are incredible.
You guys are really cool. Thank you so much for being cool. No, I haven't seen the leaks, Jack. I would, even if I had seen the leaks, I promise you I would keep that to myself. Do you know, I don't know if I've mentioned this. I've mentioned it a couple of times to you, Sheps, but the only thing that I've ever had spoiled for me was The Force Awakens.
I don't know how you can do this.
I have an amazing ability. I don't know how I do it. I can't choose to control it, but I saw the main spoiler for The Force Awakens, and I'm going to spoil it for you now, an old movie, oldish movie now. I saw that Han Solo dies. It was the first thing on the thing, and I was like, no, it's spoiled for me. And then a month went by, and we watched the movie, and I was like, oh my God, Han dies. Oh wait, that's what I read online.
Yeah, you forgot it until after you'd experienced it. It's incredible.
I forgot
what an
the
amazing
spoiler.
superpower.
It was great. It's the best
That's
superpower ever.
incredible.
Oh god.
That's absolutely incredible, and I
Oh,
hate you
boy.
for that because normally I figure it out. I figure out what's coming, and I'm like, I wish I hadn't seen it coming. Like that happened in Endgame. Like
Yeah.
straight away, I was like, oh, I know what's happening. You know.
Yeah.
What was that movie you saw with Johnny Depp? And I saw the trailer, and I was like, oh, this is what happens in the movie.
What movie was that? But you did do
was
that.
like-
You called it completely, and I was like, what?
what was that called? It's like he ends up in the internet or something. What was that called?
In the internet.
Oh God.
I'm gonna look for Johnny Depp movies.
Depp.
Oh, Transcendent.
Was it Transcendent?
I think it was.
Transcendence.
Transcendence.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yep,
I saw the trailer, and you went to see it, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to see it because I think this is what happens, and it was the whole movie just from the trailer.
Transcendence. That's saying anything. Do you know when you said Johnny Depp? For some reason, my mind thought Nicolas Cage, and I'm like, what Nicolas Cage movie did I tell him? All right. This is not helpful, stupid brain.
Mate, maybe we should do some of those trash Nicolas Cage movies for Movie Club. Con Air.
Oh yes.
Do you know what? Unironically, and anyone that says they don't like National Treasure, you can just leave the Discord now.
Fuck you
that's
guys.
A great movie.
Great movie.
And that's the thing. Nicolas Cage either does bangers or garbage. There's nothing in between. There's nothing in between.
It's true. Not like The Rock. Like The Rock can do kind of in the middle movies. He's like, he either does Fast and Furious, which is great and fun and whatnot, and then he does a movie that he just gets paid for, and it's like, okay, The Rock was good in that, but the movie wasn't all great. But okay, see you later.
The Rock just won't say no to anything. Him and Kevin Hart, they just work and work and work. So you have an opportunity for them, yes, they'll just say yes to you.
Just imagine the guy's trying to pitch a story to him. Okay, so The Rock. All right, so we want to do. I'm in. We don't have to pitch it to you. Okay, all right.
The dude's played the Tooth Fairy, babysitters. Like, yeah, he's crazy. Insane.
Diogo just posted a link to a Twitter page for Eurogame. I'm just going to check it out here.
Yeah, let's have a look.
It says Mafia Trilogy details. A Mafia 2 remaster is coming next week before the lavish Mafia 1 remake. That seems a bit odd to do it that way.
Oh, it's remake from the ground up. Though.
And it is from the ground up. So Mafia 2 is a remaster. Mafia 1 is a remake from the ground up in August. So that's not far off at all.
Ooh, that's close.
Mate, that's
okay.
Absolute gaming right there. That's fucking fantastic.
Mate, this is nuts. Also, I'm seeing the stills down here. Like, I can't believe that still of these statues isn't a photo.
Oh.
Like, and I'm looking at it like on this retina display, you know, it's a good screen.
It looks so good. God, that's gorgeous.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Thank you for sending that, by the way, Diogo. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I'm sure there was more comments in the thing. More National Treasure. Oh, still talking about Nicolas Cage. He's going to play Joe Exotic from Tiger King, so you need to watch it now.
Yes, he is. Yeah, do you know what?
It's
I was
only
planning
6 episodes.
I'm planning to watch it before the next Conbrosations podcast, and then just drop on the podcast and just be like, so I watched Tiger King, and then we're just like, oh my god, let's talk about Tiger King.
Mate, it is. I can't even tell you what it's about.
Yeah.
It's just ultimate drama. But like, here's the thing. I don't normally go in for these drama type shows.
Yeah.
But if you go into it and you watch it as like a study on what are they doing to make this drama so like enticing, and even watching it like that, you still get hooked. It's incredible. It's just like the decisions that they make in the way they show you the show are as fascinating as the show is.
Damn, that's high praise right
super
there.
Interesting. Yeah, you should really study it. It's incredible.
Konstantinos says The Rock plays the same character in every movie. Just big muscly guy. Actually, he doesn't play the same character in every movie, but he does play a very good character. What's that movie with he plays like a secret agent type person? Let's see.
Oh,
I'm gonna search for The Rock movies, which is gonna be a long list.
It's a long list.
Let's have a look now. Oh, here we go. Central Intelligence. I like that movie a lot. It was with Kevin Hart again, but you know.
Some of the movies are just great. There's one that my girl likes that we watch every now and again. I think it's on Netflix, where he's like a football player and he gets a kid that he didn't know about.
Yes, I know.
It's actually surprisingly good.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that one. I can't remember what it was called. Something
But
like
it's
the
good.
game plan or something like that. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
think that
game
might
plan.
have
That's
been
it.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
it.
looked up. Yeah.
You looked up Cheetah.
Well, I said
Ballers.
the game plan, and I clicked over because the tab
You
was still
did.
open.
Ballers. I haven't seen Ballers. Is it any good?
Apparently it is, and he's I've only seen pictures that he's posted on his like Twitter and stuff like that. He looks like a fucking baller in his fucking perfectly cut suit with his jacked out fucking muscles and whatnot.
I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
It's mad. Oh,
We did the Doom from 2005 movie for Movie Club a little while ago,
Yes.
and in that, I think he's still professionally wrestling. Dude's ripped, you know, he's a huge guy,
ripped.
and he's nothing compared to what he is today. Mate, you know what, Jumanji? I didn't watch it. I've only seen the first one of the remakes with The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch it because I just feel like it's so difficult to go up against the original. You know, I think Jumanji is another one of those pretty much perfect movies.
The thing that they did with Jumanji that makes it good is that
Yeah.
this remake was good, is that they didn't try to be the original and they didn't try to replace the original. They just
Absolutely.
made their own thing, and it has funny characters and it has a funny story, and they all go on
Yeah.
this journey together, that's why I would say watch 1 and 2. They're quite funny. And also he plays
Yeah.
2 different characters in them, so you get to see the
that's
range
cool.
of him, which is cool. And it
That's
doesn't
cool.
it doesn't in any way diminish the fun of the first one. So you're great.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So I saw the first one with him, and actually it was surprisingly good because of everything you said. They're not trying to be the first movie, which you can't beat it, you know?
You can't.
And that's one of the problems that the Aladdin live action had, you know?
Yeah.
You shouldn't go up against Robin Williams in his like one of his crowning roles. You know, just don't do that. Even though Will Smith was the highlight of that movie, he was so good. How did this turn into a movie podcast?
Yeah, we started talking about movies a lot. Oh boy! All right, bro. Should we start packing up? We've talked a lot about what we saw. We watched 20 minutes of a good stream and then 40 minutes of bullshit. Join us, guys, tomorrow on the Conbrosations channel for Jurassic Park Movie Club. That's going to be really, really fun. And
So good.
also join us back here for the State of Play Ghost of Tsushima reveal event. What they're going to do? Well, they're going to show off some gameplay, I guess, or something like that. It's going to be good fun, good gaming. Are you excited, Ships?
I'm super excited. And if you guys aren't for some reason on the Discord, make sure you join us because you'll get your notifications because we have 2 channels, you know, and you don't want to miss either of these. They're going to be amazing. I'm super hyped. Tomorrow's going to be a great day.
It's going to be a fucking great day. I'm super fucking
So
hyped.
good.
Yes.
I'm hyped.
Yeah, boy. I need a Combros podcast dedicated to The Rock. The next one will be.
Let's do it. Let's have him on. Boys, tweet Dwayne and,
Tweet him.
And let him know.
Say, these Combros guys, they need you over there. Come on, do them a
right.
solid. All right, guys, we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for hanging, boys.
And
Awkward
awkward
pause
pause.
while we're